In the body shop, doing something unholy. Uh, oh, we're in. We're in. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hey, Levi. What am I eating? This. A lolly. I'm eating one singular. That's a lie, I got another one. But I'm eating lolly. Because I just... Oh! I saw it. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm just eating lollies, you know? Like the animal that I am. Just partaking in sweets, dairy, other assortment of shit. Sorry, I'm just immediate profanity. I'm so sorry. Hi. How are you, Levi? How was your day? Thank you for being here and partaking in the stream. It is a day for me that has occurred, and it will pass forevermore. And they are really good, yeah. I think they're European. I don't know if they are, but I'm pretty sure they're European candy. I got them in a oh, would it be a Turkish shop? I'm not sure what shop I got them from, but I think I got them from a Turkish shop. Here nearby me here. And it might have been like Arabic. I'm not sure. But they are really nice. We got these are strawberry ones. But we also got black currant or like blackberry or maybe like grape. I'm not exactly sure on my fruits. But we got that, which is fun. We're playing Honkai Impact today though. For as long as we have stuff to do in Honkai Impact, that's really all it is. For as long as we have Honkai Impact things, we shall do Honkai Impact. We got a day or so, or Thursday, until the launch of the next patch. So we're kind of just bing chilling. How does that line go? I don't know how the prefix of that goes, but yeah. We're just bing chilling. Crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. And we may end up playing another game later a bit. Probably not Hogwarts, because I just don't want to do any Hogwarts stuff without it being a Hogwarts stream. So we may end up playing just someone else. Someone else, I don't know what, but something. Do 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 do. But yeah, the weather's I'm a bit tired today. I didn't sleep much. And I've just kind of physically exhausted. Been up on my feet since since about 9. So it's quite a time for me. 9 o'clock is quite the time for me. So I'm a bit on the tired. But that won't stop me from being a gamer and doing the Elysian Realm, Abyss, and other assortment of tasks. My ability to just crunch candy with my teeth is astonishing. And then for there to be no repercussions is also quite the ability. Just crunch candy. Sorry, I just have to immediately reply to a tweet by King. Man, actually just trying to roast me when he's just incorrect. I've never seen such an incorrect person. Holy crap. Holy crap. The incorrectness is astonishing. The raw incorrectness is astonishing. Man said 378. Bro, what? My man said 378. Unironically. That's incredible. That's incredible. No. I've never seen someone so wrong. Imagine having 46,000 crystals. Couldn't be me. It couldn't be me either because I'm soon to have 47,000, so it wouldn't be me either. Welcome to the stream, Hersha, though. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. Oh yeah, I do have 46,000 right now, but soon to have 47,000. Maybe even 48,000 tonight if I do everything. I have 47,001 actually. Levi, I think you have that. You know what I think you actually do have, Levi? You don't have that many crystals, but what I do know you have is that number, 47,001, minus 47,002, right? Do that equation. That's how many friends you have, right? That's how many friends you have. 47,001 minus 47,002. That's how many friends you got, right? How do you feel about that one? How do you feel about that right there? Vocalize your feeling of what I've just said. Be as honest as you can be, if possible. Please. People are crossing the street. People are crossing the street. Levi, when you walk on the sidewalk, this is the sidewalk, and you're just walking. The people coming down this way, they're zooting out, dude. They're zooting over. You guys walking? Dude. It's actually crazy. It's crazy. They're avoiding you. They're calling helicopters, airplanes. It's an absolute travesty. They're migrating. It's a like flocks. They're migrating away. I'm crunching candy, dude. Get on my level. Crunching candy, dude. Hold up. This candy's way too good to speak. Levi, I'm so sorry. People aren't crossing the street. But they are, in fact, protecting themselves from imminent danger. I have 10k crystals. What a beautiful number. XK. Roman number. None of this IVK. I think, what would 47,000 be in Roman numerals? Hold up. Is it? It's XXX. It's 4 X's. Followed by a V. Just 2 I's. So my Roman numeral number right now is XXXX VII. I'd rather have that. The more X's, the better, to be quite frank with you. The more X's, the better. Well, listen, we've dawdled, we've diddled, we've daddled. We should play some Honkai, right? We got a bit of things to do. We got a bit of grinding. There's a daily login happening right now for Honkai in global. Maybe it's happening in everywhere, but there is a daily login right now, which I'm struggling to find again. Is it in the new bonuses? Yes, it's in the bonuses. Where on day 3 we could get a free character, and by all means, I did get a free character, right? I got myself a free character that I didn't have before. And that character is in fact Argent Knight Artemis. So we have Argent Knight Artemis to do in the Elysian Realm a bit later. But for now, we do have the Abyss that I forgot English. So mentioned before. So let's wang ourselves over. Let me. What are people using? Oh, is it? No. Okay, it's not. It's just ice damage. Okay. Yeah. I got this thingy. We got this thingy. And I had the choice of a few things. I could have gotten like Blood Rose or Violet Execute or something like that, but I just chose the one that is in Elysian Realm, so we can get an extra 650 crystals, which is going to be a power move. That's a power move. And then on top of that, we still have like 4 more rolls to get, which is fucking incredible. And so we're going to be sitting at a juicy amount of rolls. If we look at our total expansion supply right now, 7 rolls, 46,000, plus a few selector boxes that we have. It's looking pretty juice-alicious, boys. I can feel the HoTr of Finality and HoTr of Origin full gear in the palm of my hands. Much like the sun, I can feel it in the palm of my hands. But let's jump into this. An Ice Abyss. Not my favorite Abyss, but we're here. I think this is my second time joining the stream. Guten Tag. Frank, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. We're just playing a bit of Honkai Impact today. Got to get some gem grinding. We're on the Yog for a bit of gemmage for the next 2 characters. So yeah, thank you for joining. Violet Executor is in here, but need Twilight Paladin. Exactly, and I do not have that so-called Twilight Paladin. So we're just gonna chill out. I did know that Artemis was in there baseline, so I was like, you know what, that's probably a better investment, right? Get Arginite Artemis. I know how she plays for the most part, really, and also I have like ice characters. Whilst isn't Violet Executor physical? I don't have physical things, so that probably would have been a bad investment to go for that. Whilst for ice, I know in fact that I do have a pretty good ice stigma. Not a weapon. I'll just be using like a random green or blue, purple. I don't know the colors, but I'll be using a random weapon that you can just get from the shop. But the Abyss, another ice week that I'm probably going to fail because ever since the release of that lady, HoTr of Reason and her new weapon, I've kind of dreaded doing ice weeks because I just feel like she's a little bit more useful in most situations that pertain to having an ice character. Maybe a hot take, because HoFin HoO is really strong. But I don't know, I just feel like the consistency of Reason with her signature weapon, the new one, it's kind of crazy. Too bad AK has been shadowed by Silverwing next, Arginite Artemis. Ah, yes. Well, that's to be expected, you know, let's be real. To be expected. It's just power creep, innit? Honkai is no stranger to a bit of power creep. But they've all been overshadowed by HoTr of Reason's new pre-arm, as well as HoFin HoO, so... And then HoTr of Truth in the end, right? So... Well, what are you gonna do? Power creep Andy over here. I'm trying to push AK to double S. By the way, AK is triple S is quote unquote comparable to new ice DPS in Abyss. Okay, fair enough. But that requires a lot of investment, right? Getting Arginite to triple S. Like, you can compare her to the new characters, but it's like, alright, the investment value of getting that character there is like higher than just getting the baseline of these other characters. So it's probably not a high value investment to do that. But overall, AK in ER is a bit of a meh. You need to try perfectly like physical Ellie in ER. I don't really... Wait. You don't really have to try with physical Ellie. I don't know what you mean by that. It should be known that I'm not going to be trying, like, deep sequence, right? It should be 100% known that I'm not trying deep sequence. I don't have, like, a weapon. And that's in the end really all it comes down to for deep sequence, is just having a decent weapon so your base attack can be higher than 0. Because I did notice in that SS selector box, or just the S selector box, that if you had all the characters, you'd probably go for like one of those things at the end if you weren't too fussed about getting character ranks. Because you had the type-specific attack bonus for the max value attack, which was a very interesting thing. I was very tempted to get that, but in my mind I was like, you know what? Crystals are probably slightly more important to me right now. So I'm gonna omit getting the stat boosts for my Stigma. Because we can just farm it out, which I have been. I've been farming the Memorial Arena, no, sorry, not the Memorial Arena, the other game mode, Universal Mirage, for the G3 Fire one, Pyro. Yeah, just Fire. So I can potentially get my HoTr of Origin and potentially HoTr of Finality decent Stigma stats. Stigmata stats straight away. I'm just referring to abstinence. Ah, I see. Well, even then, that's still very high. At this point, like, I would want the people to be referencing Inferno, because Inferno is, like, the biggest cockblock in Elysian Realm, right? Inferno is the biggest cockblock easily. Like, if you can do Inferno, you can probably do Abstinence, but if you can do Abstinence, you probably can't do Inferno. And I'll stand by that. One is definitely not higher than the other, fundamentally. But no, I unironically and unjokingly, Inferno is like the milestone for me. Whoops. Okay. By the way, what was the guaranteed target you were aiming for full set HoTr of Origin and Finality before this? Are you talking about the maths that we did? Are you talking about the maths that we did to figure out how much we needed? I can't tell you the exact. I think I needed like 90k in total, like gemage. But I'm not sure how much I have right now, including the rolls that I have in my like bag as openable items. So I think I needed 90k or something like similar to that number. I'm currently at roughly 50k. But I have a lot of rolls in my inventory, as well as getting a lot of rolls soon to be. So I can't tell you the exact number that I have right now, but I'd be at like 60k right now, maybe 70 pushing if I really was gonna be if I was to be really wishful. But I'm not sure. I'd have to do the maths again. But so close to the rolling date, I'm not going to be too bothered with the maths. We're rolling 2 days from now. Rolling 2 days from now, I'm not going to bother doing the maths. We'll figure it out as we go. But then again, it's like, it was 90k in the worst possible solution, right? It was 90k whilst if I lost every single roll and had to get the guaranteed on everything. Which, I don't know, I have a sneaking suspicion that won't happen, but hey, you never know. Maybe I'm just the unluckiest player in the world, but... Damn, I'm not gonna get this. That's crazy. Damn, I can't even do the first stage of this. Incredible. Is lightning damage just like reduced? Is it, or is it fire? Okay, we're just gonna use our lightning team. It's a lot stronger regardless, because apparently if it's not HoTr of Reason, then it's not good. Kind of cringe game, innit? Bum 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 bum. Infinitely faster. Look at this. I think I'll stay to play Honkai until the end of 6.5 or so. I want to see the change they made. And man, that's really up to you if you want. Best of luck with it. I think I said when we looked at the Hyperion Lounge, the changes that are happening are going to be revealed at the end of 6.4, and if they aren't, they're withholding too much information for me to care. Like, because 6.4 is the end of the phase 1. It's not 6.5 that's the end. 6.5 would be the start of the next phase, right? So I'd want to see the changes and remakes that they're doing and revamps or whatever at the end of the next patch. And so if we don't get to see them by then, I probably would lose interest and probably move on to other things. Unless they leak something that looks incredible, which I don't know, maybe they'll do. If it's a complete engine remake, that would be pretty interesting. If they just switch to a different engine, that'd be a really good change. Switch to a different engine, make things a lot smoother, better, add better controls, keybinds, UI, general fluidity of most things. Better, like, control of your graphical settings, because right now, poopy face tomato nose, if you want your game to look good, you have to have it also be very bright. So, we'll see. I'm not excluding the possibility of me playing the game, but, I need to know more things, you know? There's a lot of games on the horizon that I think can take my interest away. Honkai Star Rail, to be specific. As well as, like, other potentialities. And as I've not been playing this game since day one, I have no realistic attachment. I'm just here, having a good time, enjoying it. I'm not there for the long haul. I wasn't there for the long haul, thus I don't have any fundamental attachment. Like some would do. Yeah, so Lightning Team is infinitely faster. So when in doubt, just brute force it with the Ponyo. It's that simple. Just brute force with the Ponyo. True and real, but it was quite a ride, almost a year of daily Honkai. Yeah, no, it's been an absolute ride. And it's been a good ride, let's not beat around the bush. It's been a good ride. No one can say for certain if it's over, but, you know. I do look at things pessimistically for a reason. Bracing for impact, per se. We never know what's gonna happen. Much like, the future, it's unknown. Bam, bam. Okay, I'm done. A 50% damage bonus is not enough to get you through this with an actual good character for the week. You still have to brute force it. Incredible. Incredible. But I've been kind of perusing the HSR Discord here and there. And I'm not sure how much the beta is, because I've kind of already, like, personally, like, disregarded as playing the beta. I'm just going to be waiting until launch. I've read a few things, and a lot of people, and by a lot, I mean one thing that I read, said that, like, the story doesn't really have, like, a plot right now. There's no, like, there's no knowing of what is the main goal. Now, I thought about that comment for a second. And the reason I thought about it was because it's a valid comment, but also at the same time, not a valid comment. Because the end goal of even Honkai is not established until, like, Chapter 9. Or chapter, like, around that region. So, it's kind of, but the reason it is valid is because, well, there's absolutely no way to know which way or which direction the story is going, so it's a bit hard to gauge interest. So I thought about that comment for a while, and I was like, damn, it's very difficult to kind of gauge the story capacity right now, but it also makes sense because it's the early days, and there's, well, they have to build shit up if they want a longevity, if they want a bit of longevity, so, you know. I think most you player will be dissatisfied when they need a rush and skip story to do chapter 33 and 34 to get Hirsch of Origin. I think that's just an unfortunate thing that they'll have to accept, though. I don't view that as a bad thing, because they are giving away one of the strongest characters in the game. I think that's a fine expectation for the players to have, or for the dev team to have. Like, if you want one of the strongest characters in the game, you'll have to just do the recent chapter. I don't think that's an unfair thing to ask, personally. Well, it's a beta, can't spam everything so that people can spoil. Well, I understand that perspective, but, like, not being able to grasp a semblance of what the main goal of the game is kind of a big bad, right? Like, even in a beta, you should be able to be like, ooh, okay, so this is where it's gonna go. I can predict this, or I can predict that. But from what I understand, there's no real predictions here, and people aren't able to make a prediction as to where the story may flow with just what they have available to them. But maybe that's just my expectancy, is just being able to do that. Maybe that's just different. I've never played a beta of a gacha game, to be quite frank with you. Either do 100 pulls on rerun or rush story. Yeah, I think it's a fine expectation, personally. Yeah, you rush the story. You have a full patch to do. You have a full 7 weeks, almost 2 months to do that. As I believe that kind of deal, I guess if you want to call it, the free Hirsch of Origin and free one of her stigmatas, I'm pretty sure that deal ends after 6.4 finishes. So you have a full 7 weeks to do that, as this patch, next patch goes for 7 weeks. I feel like that's a fair thing to do. You have 2 months to do 2 chapters. That are very, very short, per se, in comparison to others. And you get a free OP character with the guaranteed one of their best, or yeah, a guaranteed, yeah, one of their best gears. Plus, if you roll during that time, you can get the other 3, or the other 3 pieces, and then boom, you have an OP character for 1 element. I say OP, maybe not overpowered, but extremely strong. Yoru no Gengen. Damn, my man's tanky. Because I also believe that MiHoYo hasn't done this thing where you can get a free character, and also, like, the actual rolling of the character's stuff and gears is very cheap and, like, new player friendly. I don't think they've done this for a very long time, right? So, since Raven. And so it's like doing it with one of the stronger characters in the game. Because I don't think Raven would be considered one of the strongest characters in the game when she had this thing happen to her. So it's like, having it happen to this character is quite new player friendly. You'd definitely be able to get all of full geared Hirsch of Origin if you started as a new player right now. Bam. Jesus Christ. 7 weeks for a patch is way too long, in my opinion, as the old players. Well, it depends. It depends on how you view it. You have to also understand that this is not a regular patch. You can say 100% that this is a bit too long of a patch, 7 weeks, when it's usually 5 or 4. It's usually 5, so it's only an extra 2 weeks. But you also have to understand that this patch isn't a regular patch. Right? It's not a regular patch. They only do it during Chinese New Year? Oh, okay. Raven is an A rank, though? Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter what rank they are. If they're overpowered, they're overpowered. So, lightning might have been a bad choice here, but we'll see how hard we can brute force this. We can't get rid of the shields. Maybe using Heart of Phyllis might be better. I mean, Spinner Stera, then yes. No, just in general, just Raven has had this specific way of getting a character where you can almost guarantee her full gears if you play during that patch. From my understanding, and I guess Spinner Stera might have had it, but it's like even Spinner Stera, her Str of Origin is infinitely stronger than both of them in regards to, in respect to when they launch. Like Spinner Stera is probably not going to break the meta as much as her Str, or didn't break the meta as much as her Str of Origin would break the meta. You know? So the raw magnitude that you are getting from this one patch is quite high. Whilst I don't believe getting a Raven back in the day would have been that high, as you probably had a lot of alternatives. And by a lot of alternatives, probably not that many, but enough alternatives to make do. No, wrong order. Shit. Oh no, it's good. Yeah. Plus got that cool Train to the Future bridge. I honestly, personally, don't really care for that bridge, as it looks like nothing interesting will be happening on it. Not that anything interesting happens on any of the bridges, to be quite frank, but it does look quite cool if you like that kind of aesthetic. The kind of open abyss, you know, void aesthetic, you know, I guess tranquility or whatever the word is, I'm not sure. It does have that aesthetic, which is quite nice. I don't think I'd use it over the Elysia one personally, though. But I do believe we get a custom, like, limited time bridge during the next patch, which is the one in space, or in the... I don't know what it is, but it's that one where you, like, see Kevin and you see the massive, like, enemy that we're fighting. I don't know what it was called, like, Final Battle or some crap. That one's pretty cool. Although you still have the Hyperion in the background, which makes sense. But it's just kind of the background looks cool. You're in space. 2 minutes, 2 more waves after this. I think the timer pauses on stage 4. So we may be able to get this, I think. Maybe. I totally forgot that this is the enemy. And that this enemy fucking blows. I get this is a GG, I guess. We're definitely not getting this. I forgot how bad the Kijo Ninja is. I feel like they should make it that you can just kind of spam fast attacks and it kind of does it. I feel like that just kind of makes sense. That you shoot so many times and you attack so many times that you just kind of you deal with it. A minute. Well, no, because paralyzing does actually stop the shield accumulation. Shield accumulation. See, a good character to deal with this would be one of the ones that has One of the ones that has the time stop, right? I feel like Kiana, with her time stop thing, like a universal time fracture, which is what I'll be calling it, to be honest with you, would be really good on this. You just kind of stop time when they have the shield down, and you just get a massive amount of, although she is fire, which wouldn't be good here. Well, we got close. We got down to a bar and a half or so. Gotta put the shield back on, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunate. I wish in the major tech update they talked about, will finally bring English dub. Probably not. There's a reason why they won't bring in an English dub, and the unfortunate reason is that in my eyes, they would have to dub the whole game again. Right? Unless they would want to, like, let's say, separate the game into two different quadrants, or two different halves, rather, sorry. They have the Honkai Phase 1, like, let's say when you launch Honkai, they give you a button two buttons at the start, like play Honkai Phase 1 or play Honkai Phase 2, and it's like two different things, but in the same game. That would be kind of a cool thing. And then they keep Phase 1 as like the, whatever the Phase 1 ended as, and then they have Phase 2, which is like the massive tech overhaul, and then they add English dub for that section. That would be like kind of a cool, actually, a cool thing, now that I've just kind of thought of that. I kind of thought of that on the spot, really. That kind of does sound really cool. Yeah, they could do that, which is great, actually. Or, which is, I guess, in the ideal world, in the most supremely ideal world, if they're going to continue the game as a full IP still, they would have to add a complete redub in English of the whole game and its stories, which is a crazy high amount of dialogue. You're talking about 34 chapters or 35 chapters of dialogue, plus all the chronicles, plus all the dorm things, every Valkyrie. You have to find voice actors. It's a lot of shit to do. So, depends on how they do it. If they do it in the first way, where they just do it for, like, they have split, you know, instances of the game, I think that could actually work pretty well. Other than that, though, probably not. But it would be really cool. I would love an English dub. It's the reason I'm probably going to be heavily, I say heavily, not that heavily, invested in Honkai Star Rail story, just because I can sit back and listen to it. It's what makes Genshin story tolerable, is that I can just not actually read it. I can just listen to it. But now with Star Rail, is that once I hear something boring, boom, skip button. Boom, skip button. They wouldn't see it coming. They wouldn't see it coming. Alright, we got one key. That's going to be used on Hirsch of Origin, most likely, as I will get her first. Let us do a bit of Elysian Realm first. Now, do I want to start off with Argent Knight Artemis? Maybe I do. Start off with a bit of chill Argent Knight. We also got some Hirsch of Reason to do. That'd be kind of important to do. Finish off Hirsch of Reason. 2 Ice Valkyries. Has the week changed? No, I guess it wouldn't have changed, right? Actually, I saw some people doing, I think it was you, Hirsch, I'm not quite remember, but doing, Li Su Shang. Do we try a Li Su Shang now? Do I give a go to Li Su Shang again? She is overpowered. Maybe we slap on Li Su Shang and see how it goes. I haven't used her since her patch in Elysian Realm. Let's see how she performs. How do you play her again? What's her playstyle? Oh, that feeling when you just forget the playstyle of characters, eh? It's Aponia. And then... you get 2 chances, okay. You get the normal attack thing for Aponia. And then I don't need that many egos for the character. I just need, like, 1 mid through the run. So we'll just run with, this. I'm furious they still haven't added a skip button in Genshin when HSR already properly have skip button. Why Genshin? Why? I don't want to waste my daily spamming a button to skip the nuance dialogue. Yes, you are correct. Simply put, You are correct. It is a actual travesty and an extreme shame that this is one of the biggest problems with Genshin, is that they don't have a skip button. Mostly because the daily commissions sometimes, there's just one guy who wants to talk to you for way too long. And I don't want to talk to him when I'm just trying to do my 2-minute daily commissions, and he wants to talk to me for an extra 5 minutes. So yeah, yeah, full agreement there. They should have a skip button, and it's an absolute travesty and a detriment to the game that they don't. Li Susheng, do you have your full gears on? Yep, you got that. As well as level 50, 65. What is your base attack, though? You should be pretty high. 1100! Actually, not that high. Maybe we should try to re-roll some of these things into better stats, right? Base attack, base attack. Defense and attack. Okay, refine. Maybe I could just... Can I do is this the orientated one where I lock something in? That's a very high attack roll. Archers and chakrams. Bio? She's Psy? I think she's Psy. She's not bio, at least. Ooh, gain attack. Sure, thank you. And this will be a good one to get. Reroll it. Gain attack, gain a defense. Sure, thank you. Now we're at 1200. You know what? That's good enough for me. 1200 with mediocre things, and she's not double S. And actually, no, what rank is she? She's just S2. We need 25 more to get to a double S, which is maybe that's really good for her. What does she get at double S? Oh no, she has S3. Never mind, I'm lying. Team basic combo and charge attack deal more damage. When every team member is an ice damage dealer, they deal 26% more ice damage. What does she get at double? Oh, yep, that's great. I don't know why I'm dawdling. Let's go. Finality, I believe, with Li Susheng. Haven't done this one in a while. Let's see how it goes. We get 2 choices at the start, I believe. The choices were... Oh, I can't remember what the choices were. Build up increases attack by 100, restores strikes, and special... It's not any of those. It's Great Blade, that's the one. Great Blade is the first one. And then it's Jade Moon? I think so. I think it's just Jade Moon. I think I forgot how she plays because she's just that boring. Slap with one of these. Does 300% damage. Doesn't end up being a lot though. 23 seconds. Okay. That's not a bad clear time actually. 23 seconds, I'll accept it. As well as messing up my combo at the start, I think. Boost damage by 30% for now. Helix, Deliverance, Setsuna. I think you just go Discipline, right? Just go Discipline. Can't really ever go wrong with Discipline. I got that, not Post Malone, what's his name? Sam Smith song stuck in my head. I think it's Unholy. I don't know why, but I've just been, just got it stuck in my head. I think it's a very good sounding song. But I saw a TikTok, it was actually kind of funny. It was, I think it was Korean. Singing it like, if it was like a direct translation into Korean, what it would sound like, and it... Thank God, like, the world doesn't work off of direct translations, because holy crap, does that shit sound, not good. Direct translations are very, very bad. The syllables that were being added unnecessarily, I think the song is generally like a da 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 da, slow paced. Direct translation. Do we have the right one? No. The direct translation from Korean added like 5 times the syllables, and I think 5 times the lack thereof of rhythm. But then you hear like a good Korean song, like K-pop, and you're like, damn, dude, how they do it? The interesting thing about music to me is how a Korean song, the Korean language singing a direct translation of English lyrics sounds abysmal. But then when construed to fit the Korean language, sounds absolutely fucking marvelous. It's crazy how the languages work in this world. I feel like language studies would be such an interesting topic. If you studied it, at least, obviously. Not... Maybe if you don't really care, probably not a good subject, but I think if you study language, I feel like it's actually quite interesting. I also didn't know this. Is it? I think it's Sri Lankan. I didn't know this until recently. Apparently, Sri Lanka has like the oldest like language in the world. I didn't know about this until recently. I was like, oh yeah, you know, the oldest language is like summoned from like Rome, because they're like the oldest civilization apparently. The Mesopotamians. I think it's the Mesopotamians that were like, it's the oldest civilization in the world. But then like Sri Lanka just has like the oldest language. It's like, wow, what? I was expecting like most things to come from Europe for some reason. Because it offers good length and exceptional wages. Sorry, what? What offers good wages? Sri Lanka? Do they? Sri Lanka offers good wages? Alright, I'll see you later, boys. I'll be in Sri Lanka. I'll be in Sri Lanka. I'll catch you guys on the flip. Ooh, do we go for another ego? I don't think you do. I think Lee Susheng is a 2 ego Andy. I think Lee Susheng is a 2 ego Andy, but I will go for another discipline. Length, goo, wages. Oh, languages? You know what? I hear what you're saying. Not happy. Right? Not happy. Just thought I'd tell you. Welcome to the stream, Lariel, though. I hope you're having a great day. You get the joke? I'm just gonna have to say it. I think we should all stop getting jokes. I think jokes should not be understood, because jokes aren't cool. I think laughing is very unfun and uncool. Saying that as a person who loves laughing. Ben got a great day hearing that. It was a banger joke, I'll be honest. I just didn't get it because I don't get jokes. It's a clinical problem that I have. I should probably go like see a doctor about it. But I just don't get jokes. I could know the joke, but still probably not get it somehow. It's a pretty much a me issue, skill issue, intellect issue, just kind of every issue you can kind of think of. Alright, party fellas. Give me the money. Show me the money. I think we upgrade... No, we reset to see if we can get an enhancement. No. No. And then... Something unholy. Should buy a shiny. I guess maybe have just more money. And then, ooh. You do use everything in Miss Lisa Shang, but is sure. Are you familiar with the Curse of Belial? No. I have no idea what that is. I have absolutely not a clue what that is. I do apologize. I'm not really familiar with any curses except for Avada Kedavra, Crucio, and Imperio. Those are pretty much the only 2 curses that I know. 3, sorry. Oh, and also a few swears, but other than that, no, I don't know any curses. Okay. Just to do it, we're gonna do this so I can group them up. Right. What about Merlin's beard? That's a curse? Well, it depends on your preference. That's one. On curses, because curses usually imply utterances of inappropriate things. But Merlin's beard, I would classify it as an exclamation, right? Right? An exclamation. More so than a curse, right? So that's a bit of a thing that I'd have to point out at least. You can get 3 Awakened SSI counter-side for the next few weeks whenever you decide to play. We'll end up playing, I think maybe next week. I think. I'm expecting to be done with Hogwarts Legacy this week. The next time we play it. Or maybe like by Friday we'll probably be done with it. So by then probably. And then maybe on Sunday or on Monday we'll probably jump into counter-side. Basically, the Curse of Belial is a concept where God supposedly put a curse on humanity to hinder humanity to understand each other, hence a lot of language in the world. Aha, is that like a religious thing? Not really that guy for that, but fair enough. Fair enough if that is the case. I'm gonna need a physical written letter of this curse and how it was applied to me for me to not understand it, but yeah. Yeah. And I think it is just got what's a do I go for discipline again? And then get I can get one under that enhancement. Then go to the shop. Yeah. Do you know how to make curses entertaining? You put them in circuses. And you have circuses of curses. Is that it? I'm just waiting for the punchline. Something to do with circuses and curses. Or something like that. Or maybe curses. You add a fun pun. I don't know. I hope that's the right answer. Not sure if it counts religious, but it's more to myth. I see. Well, much like myths, not really, no. But it's a cool idea, cool concept, I guess. That a curse was put on humanity, where they like couldn't understand all languages. It's kind of funky. Alright, where... Okay, I can get red and yellow. That's a good one to buy, actually. Enhance this one to max. This is just total damage. That's total damage. Take 25% more bonus damage. I should reset. See what's there. Nothing good. We're going to change you up for this woman. Just to make it slightly easier on me. Because this lady does get pretty wrongful stomped. And then we're going to go for bonus this one. Discipline, Bodhi, Alicia. We're still going to go... We're not going to go for Alicia. What missed it from me? Watch other people get cursed. That became a dark joke. Oh, I see what you're saying. Bit like a dark curse, if you will. Oh, sorry, a dark... What is it? A dark arts? Dark wizard? I can't even remember what game it is. Kind of like a dark wizard. Alright, quick restart of the floor because they didn't group up. Hey, what's up, Phelps? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you stopping by. Previously, I did want to make about circuses. But since you found out, I had to twist it again. Dude, I'm catching on to these bad boys. I'm catching on to the jokes. I'm catching on. You're gonna have to watch yourself. I'm about to ruin every single punchline. It is said that God did this to prevent human race to overcome God's power. This sounds just like a movie plot, to be quite frank with you. God silences humanity, and then humanity has to prove themselves worthy and overpower God's will or some shit. That just sounds like a movie plot, I'll be honest. You got up my game? You do. You got up your riddle game, dude. Even though we talk shit about count, I'm still excited for May, mostly because it's May. Yeah, that's... Bro, everyone's excited for May. I guess we don't get the double, eh? Yeah, we don't get a May. Oh, we don't get a double. Unfortunate. I can't be asked to care. Can't be asked to care! Elysian Realm, stinky! Sounds like a synopsis for the Record of Ragnarok. Honestly, kind of did. I was gonna mention Record of Ragnarok, but I don't know enough about Record of Ragnarok to really kind of, to know it. I just know that there's gods and shit. Oh, hey, what's up? God, hey, what's up, Hui? Welcome to the stream, man. Long time no see. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining the stream, dude. Really appreciate it. How's it hanging? How you been, dude? None of that, please. Anything useful? This one? Sure. It is actually the plot for an anime. That anime has 5 seasons, revolves around an organizational group of Valkyries prevent a saint destroying the moon with Tower of Babel. Uh-huh. Alright, fair enough. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. Oh, is that a reference to Honkai? I did not tell because I could not tell because where does the language come in? I don't know where the language comes in. Or maybe it's a metaphor. You know what? That's probably it. It's a metaphor. Mix of Honkai and PGR. Sounds like a mix of every story ever invented. Bam. Okay, I didn't have it up. Whoops. Dropped the game for a while, had to study. Hey, that's good, dude. Hey, nice. Very good studying. Very good thing to do. The anime is Zenki Zesho Symphogear. Oh, Symphogear. Oh. I'm not familiar, but I've heard of the name. Languages come from Tutankhamun, Tanaba, Utu. There's a lot of odysseys here. Ah, yes. The most accurate take. Yes, Tutankhamun did in fact invent the English language. I'm looking for this week's ER tips. Have the strongest Valkyrie in the game. That's my tip. Have the strongest Valkyrie in the game. It's a solid one. It'll get you through the Elysian realm. Nice. Red and blue, yellow and blue. Let's go for red and blue. Who? Persia of Human Ego. Li Su Shang. Persia of Truth. Probably Vil-V. Probably Ai-chan. Actually, no, probably not Ai-chan. Don't do Ai-chan. Oh no, that should work, but no, it should be a bit tougher. Because basically the saint fell in love with God, and then God betrayed humanity by putting a curse of Babel on humanity and left the earth without the saint knowing that humanity already too advanced and planning to take down the God. Sounds, yeah, honestly, sounds very anime. Honestly, you just have to have gods involved, and that's all you need for, like, anime. Just God, Demon King, anime is complete. Vil-V? No, Vil-V is kind of midish. Midish. And I'll say it with my chest. Midish, dude. Midish. I don't need the interval I need. Let's go with that. And kind of trigger our ultimate evasion pretty consistently. I believe we have all of a pony that we need. I think so. No, we need. Okay, now we need this one though. Yeah, none of them with OK gears. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate then. PE? Yeah, maybe PE would work. I'm not too sure. You could also run... probably part of Fellis will always work, to be honest with you. Oh, I didn't switch my goddamn thing back to Blood Rose. Whoops. If you have a part of Fellis geared, then that'll probably work. As there is a boss that's weak to ice. Pony will work. Yeah, Pony will work if you're just trying to get abstinence done, really. A Pony will easily work. Very, very easily. There's a lot of good Valkyries if you just want to get abstinence cleared. Obviously, don't take finality into consideration. Never. Never do that. Finality, Fishmality. Hirsch of Thunder with 7 Thunders. Honestly, I think any Valkyrie just with any signature gears would probably be able to clear abstinence, no? Maybe that's like a stretch of the word, but I think that would probably be almost a safe bet. Or any recent Valkyrie, at least. Any Valkyrie kind of that's released and or has been updated in recent times. Is there no more? Is this the next? Oh, this is the next one's a double. Sure, we'll go with the stars. If we can get the double, that means that we'll be able to get the mixture as well as an extra buff. This is where we might run into some problems, as I don't have Blood Rose. I'll be spamming my attack till the mountain comes. I'll be spamming my attack button when she comes. I'll be spamming my attack button. Spam my attack button. Spam my attack button till she comes. I'm pressing one button on repeat forever. This is tiring my hand out. I'm getting a carpal tunnel syndrome in my hand. Jesus, help me please. I'm dying at the knees. Carpal tunnel syndrome in my hand. All lose to Heimdall? Yeah. That's an unfortunate thing. The Heimdall boss floor is made redundantly difficult for, due to many factors. It's very unfortunate. Not many Valkyries, unless it's like full geared, like good Valkyries, Heimdall is a massive cockblock. Best solution is always run like a heavy attacker to get rid of that shield. But even that won't work all the time, so... It's honestly, it's a tough situation. Not sure if I'm doing abstinence right with her show of truth. I used her pre-arm and Willa said, you should be fine then, Frank. Absolutely fine. That should be enough to get it all done pretty easily, as long as you run a very specific, I think it's very specific, ego signets. I think you have to run the ultimate ones, the ones that deal damage after you trigger an ultimate. I think those ones are generally considered the best ones, as you can trigger her ultimate extremely easily. And so you'll just be getting massive procs out. Ooh, let's go for ultimate damage, I guess, because we do use our ultimate. We are fighting, I think, the robot. I didn't switch it. I still didn't switch back to fucking Blood Rose. God damn it. Okay. Does Hershey reason have the things? I'm not sure. Do you guys know if we're gonna get G4 Fire soon? That is a good question. I thought we were gonna get G4 Fire in 6.4. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case. So I'm actually unsure because I thought it was gonna be the next patch. But I presume soon. But with the phase change, it's very unsure. I haven't seen any kind of leaks about it for, like, in general for the ever. So it's up in the air if that will happen. Very much up in the air. This one. This week weather sucks. Honestly, Hui, I'm not sure when you stopped playing to study. But Honkai weather hasn't been amazing for a while. It hasn't been universal for a fairly long while, I'll be honest with you. It's been pretty biased towards very specific Valkyries for a very long time. Probably since Hirsch of Human Ego. Where it was extremely biased towards her, and thus sequentially after that Li Su Shang, and then so on and so forth. So it's been pretty rough for a fair while. Like, look at the easeability of Li Su Shang. I'm just tanking every hit and kind of killing it easily, so yeah. Which reason with SOE and Willows should work, even if with Anna Shrek. Or Welt said it's still possible. Abstinence is pretty easy. Use BK support on Heimdall stage. That last part is probably the most important. Is just using BKE on Heimdall stage. I'd say since Vilvi released with quantum enemies. Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, you're right. Since Vilvi released with the quantum enemies, that was the beginning. I wouldn't say that's like the best example of it. I'd say Hirsch of Human Ego is the best example where having her makes it incredibly biased because of her +1 to all the signets. But Vilvi, I can see where you're going with it being the start of the end, essentially, the beginning of the end. But I think for me, it's Hirsch of Human Ego because of just how good it is to have her with the +1 universal. If you have Vilvi, you can crush every weather. I wouldn't say crush. You'll have an easier time than most, but a character that will do it even easier is Hirsch of Human Ego. Boom. Nice. Well, that's that ER done. I got all Willows, but doesn't have Key of Reason or Star of Eden anti-entropy, and that's probably arguably the most important part, I'll be honest. A Star of Eden anti-entropy is probably the most important part of actually having Hirsch of Reason work, as your bike mode is kind of overpowered. To an extent, obviously, to an extent. But very, very strong. Alright, another Finality Elysian Realm done. Oh, I didn't see my time. Oh, no. I should have looked at my time. I wish they kind of kept a log, to be honest. Or Hirsch of Human, it was the Seven Thunders, or you use Seven Thunders with Hirsch of Thunder. Yeah, that would work. Obviously, 100%. The only, like, pro for this week is that you get double signets no matter what character you use, which is very good. But the thing that's really holding this week back in terms of being universal is Bodhi and Helix. It doesn't work with every character, right? Helix is the thing that makes Vilv work this week, is that you can just get level 3 Helixes across the board, which makes Vilv just unstoppable. As well as this effect here is just very easy to trigger with Vilv. But then Bodhi is like, nobody uses Bodhi, so it's incredibly difficult, as also Heimdall. The fact that Heimdall has like an assistant with him, it's kind of cringe, it thus makes it exponentially more difficult. Alright, 47,000 crystals. Look at that. Boom. 47,000, and we can still get another 1,000 tonight if I play the game and do everything I can. We can get another 1,000. And you guys may be wondering, how can you just get another 1,000? Like, what do you mean you can just get another 1,000? Well, when you're a gamer, you just so happen to have 2 characters that are yet to do their shallow sequences. One of them is Argent Knight Artemis, and the other is Hershey of Reason. That still have to do their full shallow sequences. Hershey of Reason is done one, but let's start off with Argent Knight Artemis. Full ego. This shit, I was told earlier she's an auto attacker, right? Oh, God. Oh, God. Dear God. We'll just chuck that on. She needs something. She needs something here, and that something will be, Lisa Shang's getting recommended, so I guess we'll slap that on. She's not being recommended here, though. Weapon skill. Top pick. Where's my other Li Susheng? Is she at the bottom of the list? Bear in mind, I don't even know how Artemis works. Oh, there's a Li Susheng. But with Bodhi works. I tried full Vilv and Bodhi extreme buffs. Weird how during her release, Bodhi doesn't work as well as enough. Really? Okay, I didn't know about that. I guess Bodhi does work then. I've honestly, like, ever since Bodhi didn't work with Vilv on launch, I've kind of shunned Bodhi, right? I've shunned Bodhi. I can't be asked to try to care about that. If it didn't work at the start, I don't care to try it, like, now. So, yeah. Bodhi, then I can brute force with Sakura. If Bodhi can brute force with Sakura. Fair enough if you can do that. I've just never had success with Bodhi. I've had more success with Eden than I have with Bodhi. Absolutely honest with you. Tap attack after evasion to hurl Frost Gusumir, which spins for 5 seconds, gathers enemies, and deals 5,000! 400% attacker's ice damage, 10-second cooldown. Sure, why not? That's a lot of damage. Helix Bodhi. We want all the ego so we can just get that achievement thing done for now. Damn, the amount of egos I got is crazy. Hey, let's go for Bodhi, eh? So the update for 6.4 is Friday, but for you much longer? No, the update is Thursday. 6.4 is Thursday. Same time as always. Same time as always. The patch never changes for Honkai. It's always been Thursday. Ooh. I don't have a skill, so let's go that. Previously, AK is OP with Mobius Signet before nerf. Because she easily spams summon entity every time the side guy spawns. Oh. Oh, that does sound like it would be overpowered. You got, yeah, because it would be like a Mobius ultimate build? No. I guess it would just be a Mobius build, I guess. You go full Mobius. Interesting. See, Mobius seemed to have small, intricate kind of gameplay mechanics. I'm very surprised, though, that they didn't make Mobius work with with Aichan. I'm very, very interested about that. I think they should have. It obviously would have made Mobius the must pick, but Mobius hasn't been a good pick for a bunch of characters in a fair while. Like, I would say the last character that Mobius was decent on was HoTr Void, and even then it was pretty... Like, it wasn't the best pick. It was a good pick, but maybe not the best pick. How does this... I don't even know how she works. You just press her ultimate, right, and she deals damage, you know? You can get 300 to 600 stacks of Mobius buff. Imagine just a few hit can kill enemies on D140. Really? That sounds very interesting. I feel like that version of Elysian Realm was kind of fun. The D140 or just the D whatever. The DX number. I feel like that was a very fun version because it was a lot more interchangeable and a lot more malleable, if you will. I feel like that would have been an interesting thing to play. Unfortunately, I missed it by I think one patch or so. Kind of bummed out about that, but should have just played the game sooner, right? Should have just played the game sooner. Inflicting Ice Cell also creates a self-centered frost ring lasting 6, dealing that much damage per 0.3 seconds to an enemy nearby. Burst mode consumes 50 more HP and Valkyrie deals 90% bonus total damage in her burst mode. Inflicting Ice Cell in burst mode also creates a frost ring centered around the target lasting 2 seconds, deals 520 per 3 seconds. Up to 2 frost rings can be present. Yes. I don't know what Ice Cell is, but okay. You select your debuff, much like AG uses the select your debuff mechanic. Yeah, that's what I mean. I feel like it was a lot more malleable, a lot more interchangeable with debuffs and whatnot. You can customize your run to a lot greater of an extent. Right now, I don't feel ER is actually customizable because everyone runs the same thing. You'll very rarely find people running much different things to you. It's generally going to be the similar styled characters, or at least the most recent characters, and it'll... Drop them on. And then we do this, and then we get a double heal. And then it's mostly going to be the same buffs, and mostly going to be the same signets. The signet stuff is the part that's probably the worst, is that everyone is still going to be running... For the most part, everyone's running Aponia. For the most part, everyone's running Griseo. You know, everyone's running Vilv ever since they got their Nexus 2s or their Core 2s. Yeah, ever since some of the those editions of their second Nexuses, it's kind of been pretty skewed towards them, and not a lot of variety. Like you really don't even run Kevin like 1 or 2 anymore. Like, I'll be honest, like you don't realistically run it. If you have the option of Aponia, you'll take Aponia over Kevin. Only when you're really trying to be creative or some shit like that, you'll run the other ones. You're like, ooh, I feel like trying Kevin 1 again. And then you try Kevin 1 and you fail, and you restart and you go for Aponia. Oops. I've just been pressing the wrong button. Makes everyone have a similar build. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate to me. But it is what it is. You can't really do much about it. Like, it's just they had a certain system and maybe it wasn't balanced. Like, I'm assuming that original, like the D system, the choosing the buffs and debuffs and whatnot, that system was maybe imbalanced in some way. It was very difficult, and so maybe people were like, it's a bit too difficult, and then it was changed. But it is what it is. Maybe they'll rework ER in Phase 2. Who knows? AK second ultimate ends burst mode. Oh, does it? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna give this a quick read. Just gonna give it a quick read. Rhyme trauma. Okay. Sure. Something about I sell. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I sell means, but I'm there for it. Which one would be the good one? I should have upgraded. Whoops. Ooh. Oh, Pardafellis, hello. Pardafellis is never bad, right? Can never go wrong with a bit of a cat lady. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but I'm just here for the crystals. I'm not gonna learn. I'm not gonna learn this character. Shiny, please. Thank you. Ooh. Discipline, gold, Setsuna, Reverie, Bodhi, Ego. Savenya. I'm going for the Ego Signet. I forgot how boring this is. Hopefully, actually, I'm gonna say it then. Hopefully they just make, hopefully they just rework... Phase 2 just reworks the game. That would be kind of an interesting thing to do. Phase 2 of Honkai just reworks the whole game. Same systems, or similar systems, but just reworked to fit in. And what do I even mean by fit in? I'm not sure. You can wield 2 Vilvi weapons to slap Tower of the Past to Hirsch Reason. The card scheme doesn't fit Hirsch Reason, but it looks cool having 2 sharks on its shoulder. I've done that before. Yeah. I've done that before. It's quite epic. Yes, I agree. But I have in fact done that before when I didn't have a weapon for Hirsch of Reason on my Vilvi account. Because I was just having to do some stuff when I was grinding that account. I kind of haven't played that account in like a month, half a month, however long it's been I haven't played it. But I did see that it's quite cool actually. What they not what they did, but the potential of that, having 2 sharks. It just looks cool. And then being able to like recolor it, that would be sick. Maybe that's a feature they should add to the next phase. Recoloring your weapons. Like you get like a color palette to choose from, and you can recolor certain aspects of weapons. I could get behind that. It would give a bit more customization, a bit more uniqueness, dude. And it honestly doesn't take that much to add. Doesn't take that much to add. 10% off, newly things. I need both of these, though. Go for the discount. So that means 10% discount, we'll be able to buy a lot more. Okay. First stack. There we go. No reverie, so we'll just get two egos, I guess. Hey Ven, how ready are you for the next patch? Very ready. I'm very ready. I'm very ready. Ready to be disappointed. Ooh! Got him. I'm expecting dog water patch. Absolute garbage dog shit. HoTr of Reason, HoTr of Finality, all these characters, garbage. Every single character being released, dog water. Imagine them looking like that, dude. It doesn't even look like Finality. Garbonzinators. I said it, not taken aback. Inflicting Ice Cell does things. Yes. Doing this, okay. Helix. Another ego. Incredible. Shaking Chrono, base take. Yeah. It is. I'm based like that. I'm buttery base, dude. I'm ready for disappointment. Just dialed to the max, dude. Boom. Incredible damage. Welcome to the stream, idiot, though. Hope you're having a great day, dude. Thanks for joining. Based on what? Pure intellect. That's what it's based on. Pure intellect. What character do you expect to see in 6.5 beta this Thursday? There's a beta this Thursday? I didn't know. Does a beta go up straight away? I had no idea. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I've seen a leak of I don't know when, but I did see a leak of something. I will avoid saying it for people who don't want super head leaks, but there is leaks of some stuff. Teresa, please. Ooh, that's wishful thinking there. Teresa. More like Terraneva. Got him. Losing HP. Okay. Reverie. Now, there may be a bit of a Teresa. Who knows? We can never know with MiHoYo. They usually spring random things on us, so yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll even get, like, a playable Auto Apocalypse. You never know. You never know. Playable Auto Apocalypse in the year 2023? Now that would be crazy. Teresa, more like who? MiHoYo. Yeah, no, they probably did say that. They were like in the conference room and some guy chirped in from the back. He was like, what about Teresa? And Darway was like, who? Who? Who the fuck's that? And he's like, you're fired! And that guy walked out depressed that Teresa's not getting another battle suit for the next 45 years. It's an unfortunate thing. It's really, really unfortunate. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. It's just how the cookie crumbles. I'm expecting a new Scythe. Now, why would you be expecting a new Scythe? Why would there be a new Scythe? I'm expecting a new game. Just a completely different game, but that's just me. We got playable Kevin and Secret, so maybe we'll get playable Otto in La Void Archive. Listen, I ain't gonna classify what we got as Kevin and Siegfried as playable. That was shameful, if anything. That was shameful, dude. So the meme of the conference meeting and the guy got thrown out of the building. True, actually. The guy suggests like one thing gets thrown out of the building. Actually true. A blonde greatsword. Oh, true. Yeah. A blonde greatsword. Okay, we're gonna get Auto Apocalypse, and he's gonna transform into a Genshin Impact character, and he's gonna be using a claymore. You're so true, Herschel. Star Rail then? Yeah, I'm expecting Star Rail, yeah. Absolutely. Star Rail will take over Honkai. Honkai Impact the Third is Honkai Impact the Dead. I said it, not taking it back. I've said a lot of things, to be honest. As far as I know, Scythe character now is kind of dead. I don't think, honestly, at this point, I think it's like not even accurate to look at characters as weapon archetypes. Characters are just characters now. Like, they've added so many characters with like different weapons that the weapon doesn't even matter anymore. It would be cool to have a weapon theme and whatnot and then follow kind of like an order, but it just doesn't happen. They don't follow any kind of specific order or theme or motif, like that. They need to put a dual-wield scythe user. They need to put weapons similar to, if you've watched the recent Puss in Boots movie, whatever the wolf uses, those two like dual sickles. Yeah, we need that kind of weapon. We need dual sickles in Honkai right now. That would be kind of cool. Then they put me in the game because I'm quite cross at the Honkai. There you go. You'd be the HoTr of crosses. Based HoTr. Where is it? Which one are we taking? Cross scythe. Discipline. But yeah, I'm expecting just to transition to Honkai Star Rail, really. Honkai Impact the Third. Its time's up. It's had a run, but its time's up. It's hit 0 o'clock, and boom, we're out. We've all now got to scatter like rodents into different video games, different bushes, if you will. We've all got to scatter. Like a hedge being shredded in a wheat field, we've got to scatter like rodents to another area. Why did the HoTr cross the road? Because it was crossed. Wow. And you didn't even give me time to guess. I was gonna guess that exact answer, but you didn't even give me time to guess. Talk about a terrible joke teller. Come on, man. I didn't even get to guess. It's like asking a knock-knock joke, but I don't get to say who's there. You just announce yourself. Knock, knock. Who? Oh, it's me. So, bro, come on. Come on, man. Give me time. I would have guessed that 100%. Alright, my game, you need to be better. Fuck. I need to always get better. Shit. Don't worry, I will. I will get better. I'll get better once I enjoy playing Argent Knight Artemis. Which, spoiler, I don't enjoy doing this. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. So I'll become better once I enjoy this character. Don't know what I'm doing. Just pressing buttons. Maybe if we can get into our ultimate mode, we can do that. And then ultimate deals more damage. Surely, like, our Nightman, like, what's he called, a stand? Surely he just starts boom booming. Come on, game. Look at that. Okay. Something I should notice is that old characters just don't have good signaling for when they do a certain attack. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't have eyes, but I believe that. Inflicting ice cell lasts 6 seconds. What is ice cell? What the fuck does that... Oh, is it like when they become an ice? Like when they just call it ice block or something like that. A classic name for a spell. Ice block. So when I freeze them, they have an aura that deals damage. Okay. But the question is, how does one inflict ice cell? We'll never know. We'll never know. I did not mean to enter that. SP real faster and stay in burst mode longer. You get a sense of better gameplay. Spam attack here, and there are more boom dead. You got to play deep sequence. I will not be playing deep sequence. No. I'll have you know that that is not a thing that I will be doing. Deep sequence, is a loathsome thing, right? I've played my fair share of deep sequences, and it's just not it, you know. Inferno gets pretty fucked. You still doing finality run, by the way? When? Like right now? No, this is not finality, no. This is quite the opposite of finality. This is a shallow sequence. Another ego, sure, why not? Doing anything in Honkai nowadays is fucking boring? Oh, hey now! Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean is boring? I'm definitely not acting like that's a preposterous statement. What? What the hell? Boring? Recently? We do them when I'm able to. We didn't eat it like my first Eden finality clear recently. It was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Did my first Eden finality, which was quite fun, quite eventful. But yeah, not really. Finality is just, it's gotten so strict recently though. That's the thing. It's so hard to do them because it's so strict. So if you don't have the gears for older Valkyries, you kind of can't do them almost. That's an unfortunate thing. When you attack enemy, you'll see a blue circle in the center of their body. Hold attack to inflict ice cell, and of course it have a cooldown. Oh, cooldown, schmooldown. Cooldown, schmooldown. It's one of the worst things I've ever heard. Telling me there's a cooldown. Why do you think I play 7 games? I don't know. Clinically addicted? I don't know, dude. There's many reasons to play 7 games. Chronic addiction, want of variety. Some of these games are boring. I don't know. I could come up with maybe a few more. Some games are cringe. That's the only other one I can come up with. But that one seems true. That one seems the most true. I can't use a weapon active. Maybe I can use this one for ultimate though. Gotta go. Good night, guys. Hey, we really appreciate you stopping by, man. And good luck with your studies, dude, if you're still studying, that is. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Let's go with... Sure, Deliverance. I was meant to press F, but I didn't. So equivalent to free, so maybe AK can actually cheat her way for Ice Trauma. Maybe I lied. Oh, well, I'm pretty much not going to do anything that you told me to because it's shallow sequence, right? It only matters in deep sequence. And seeing as I'm not doing deep sequence, I think I'm good. We're just going to get Deliverance. Well, we do go into burst mode, so technically Shadow of the Deliverer should work. Right? Right, game? It should work. Now, we'll see if it does. It does. Now, Kevin may be the actual choice. Who knows? Is it actually Kevin's time to shine? Oh my god, I never thought I'd see the day coming. Where Kevin gets his time to shine. But today's the day. as I don't get another one of his doors. That's very cool. Bum, ba, da, da, ba, da, da, bum. $74,000, a lot more than I thought. If 50 years too early to shine, 50,000 years. I can't believe this game, bro. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say another hot take right now about Honkai Impact. I'm gonna say it. That number, 50,000 years, is way too long. They should have just said 100. They should have just said 1,000. 50,000? Get real, dude. That's so unrealistic. I would believe 1,000 years, but 50,000 years, that's so unbelievable. That ruins my whole immersion to the game and my whole likingness of the game. That one number. It ruins everything. There, I said it. I'm not taking it back. What am I taking again? Da, 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 da. The scientist spits about 3 million dinosaurs and such. That's a lot longer. But I'd believe 3 million. Because that is so large that you're like, you'd have to believe it. Whilst 50,000 is so in the middle that you don't believe it, right? Like, you know what I mean? That's just the truth in my opinion. Is that 50,000 is too in the middle. It's too neutral, right? It's too neutral. And thus unbelievable. Whilst if you said 1 billion years, I'd still believe it. 1 billion years later. How come ants doesn't evolve to eat bones if it had been 3 million years? Well, there's this one fun fact about ants that I don't think is a fact, and I'm about to make it up. But ants actually aren't real, and they've never existed. It's all just a figment of our imagination. Because we wish we were ants, and that's why we perceive ants. But in fact, ants aren't real, and it's just our minds playing tricks on us. Right? But nothing I say should be taken as serious, because I'm not educated on the fact, or the matter. So don't trust what I'm saying, but it is true. The bone should turn to dust if you touched it, if it passed 3 million years? Not necessarily, because preservation, right? Cryogenic sleep is a method of preservation. Now, we haven't unlocked cryogenic sleep, but it's an option to us eventually in life, I think. Hold on, I'm gonna focus here. Look at that. 1.7 million damage. Okay. Very cool. Will we get Alicia? Yeah, look at that. So the bone hibernate themselves? No. So usually, like, so it's oxidization, right? I know a bit about chemistry. It's oxidization. And if the inside of the bone is preserved through the shield, then the bone marrow won't oxidize, thus disintegrate. But if it's exposed to the air, then it will oxidize, thus turn to dust many moons later. I am not doing HoTr of Reason. It will not happen. I am not doing HoTr of Reason. Started raining out of nowhere. I wish it would start raining here. It's super hot. Hold up. Give me a second. Ugh. Look at this. Wham. Pow. Just open my blinds. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, my legs hurt so much. Oh god. I feel like a 40-year-old man. Oh, look at my score on the chip space, dude. I'm fucking blasting the chip space. Look at this. Last time the chip space was up, I was barely able to get the emblem. But now, I got like over there. They like did something to the chip space to make it so easy that anyone can do it. And I think it's because a lot of people were complaining about it on Twitter, that it was like too difficult. And I'm very annoyed that MiHoYo caved in and made it easier. I'm very fucking annoyed with that. That's not the solution, dude. Never make anything easier. Unless I ask for it. But obviously, that's a very biased opinion. But like, being able to get that much more of a score, maybe it's also because I got a better team. I don't think so, though. But yeah, chip space, score, blasting. Rewards, kind of mid. Any other cool events happening? I did do all of them, right? I just need to make sure I've done all the events. Elysian Realm. We're very close to the final level of the Battle Pass. Are we actually able to... Is it how much? 1000 XP? No, we can actually get to level... Okay, we can get to level 70 if I do the quiz. If I just do the quiz, we can get to level 70. Bone is invulnerable. They should just make buildings using bones. Bone isn't invulnerable. Because... Maybe it is. If it's a dense enough bone, maybe it is invulnerable. Who knows? I barely even tried. To be quite frank, it's not fun. It's not fun because it's just like a lot of stages that are actually kind of hard, but also kind of not. So it's weird. I think they should just have like, I don't know, 4 stages. You do the 4 stages with the different buffs. And then boom, you get all the rewards or some shit. Or make it, I don't know. There's a lot of stages. Which of the following statements about the Tutankhamun is wrong? He is in fact Quantum. Repeated heavy attacks disable Tutankhamun speed mode. I don't think so. I think that it's the top right, top left. Tutankhamun enjoys 50% total damage reduction in superposed state. It has 3 layers of Quantum and will be collapsed. Boom! Look at that. Boom. Which of the following actions restore Stevian Schwint's ego/ID? Boom. That's 2 for 2. 2 for 2. Princessin de Vertelung can only trigger her QTE through other Valkyries. Wrong. Boom. 3 for 3. How does HoTr of Reason restore Constructium? Hit enemies with basic attack. How does HoTr of Sending his Lance combo and Ultimate combo both impair? It's 75% something. How does Reveler's Calico switch Can's mood during the battle? Weapon skill. It was 6 for 6. All of the above are correct. Okay, here's the tough one. Which of the following weapons is able to boost the wielder's total damage? I don't know. I don't know. I can offer you a challenge, man. 100 Gacha Gamer tries to create a Billy account. I won't be creating a Billy account. I will not be doing that. The whole Billy account thing is a massive, absolute no way, Jose. I'll say this right now. No. Because it's just weird. It's just weird. It's such a foreign thing in the West to do what Billy does, so I'm not doing it. Total damage. Oh! He guesses it correct. Okay. Star Impressions deals one-time damage upon using her ultimate. That's false. Something about 8 seconds later. What can prepare Divine Prayer's ultimate skill do? Continuously heal. Boom! A 10 for 10 quiz. Let's fucking go, dude. But it's Billy Bombastic. Here's the thing, though. Even if I tell Billy that I'm Billy Bombastic, they won't respect me any more than the average guy, right? They won't. They won't give me a free platinum account or whatever the hell you want to call it, just because I'm Billy Bombastic, right? They have no respect for Billy and his bombasticisms, right? And I'm not going to stand for that. I need Billy Bombastic and his, oh fuck, what's that word I'm looking for? For his, hymns and sermons? Sermons, that's the one. To be spread along the coastlines of every country. So, and if Billy ain't gonna give me a platinum account, how am I gonna do that? I can't do it. Max level! Yay! Oh my god! I believe next patch should be... Is HoTr of Sentience available? Next patch? Or is that in 6... Is she available in 6.5? Surely HoTr of Sentience is next patch, right? Because that then means I can get another character in Elysian Realm to get more gems, right? Interesting. Did I pre-register for the Star Rail? Yeah, man. Yeah. I've signed up for its closed beta, so that automatically pre-registers you. I have absolutely done that. I did see that Honkai Star Rail reached its 2 million milestone. Honestly, that's quite low for their expected 5 million. It's kind of funny. Not interested to return because it's chibilized? Chibilized? What a term. I've never heard the term chibilized. Chibialized? What's the time? We got a minute until Memorial Arena comes out. We're just waiting for Memorial, dudes. Waiting for the MA and also the weekly reset, which gives us 2 more rolls. Oh, let's go. But yeah, Honkai Star Rail, yeah, we just, probably not going to talk about Honkai Star Rail for a fair while. I think I'm going to do a lot of stuff off stream and kind of like, video-wise for Star Rail as, essentially make, guides and an analysis for all the base game characters, kind of just in the shadows. Not really it's not going to be a thing because I'm not in the beta, so I don't have hands-on information. I'm just going to wait for things to happen. If Maho's not going to invite me to the beta personally, then I'm not going to give a shit. Why the hell would I care if they... Even though I do care. Why the hell would I care if they're not going to invite me personally? Like, fly me to their headquarters to give me the beta key. Like, come on, man. Come on, cut me some slack. Probably don't already have all the information. Not necessarily. I've been checking moderately frequently. They have some information. Like, on the new things. They haven't necessarily updated the stuff from the old characters. Like I was looking at Arlan's kit and it is just not. Oh shit. Oh shit. It's pretty much they still have the kind of the flavor text of saying that it's like outdated. So until that kind of gets updated and whatnot, I probably won't try, because I would rather use the closed beta 3 stuff than anything else. If they remain like an Eversoul, that would be epic, but because lots of characters have details, got sharpened, so you only get a 2D picture instead. I'm assuming this is about a video game. Opposed to obviously not a video game, but yeah. Memorial Arena, okay. Ooh. Mysticism, eh? Is this Mysticism? Where's his name? Yeah, Mysticism. Okay. We'll be able to do something with this. And then because it's Hephaestus, I'll be able to use my Ice Team on that one. Okay. This actually might be a good week for me. to place pretty high. Maybe I'll be able to place... You know, I actually... Maybe I'll actually be able to place pretty high. Use this team. Has imaginary on it. This team up here is actually kind of cringe. So we're not going to use that one. Oh. Oh. Bam, 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 bam. The sheer scale of Eden's paralysis is probably one of the greatest things I've ever had the joy of witnessing. Paralysis, go! Projection in the Discord, they said they have updated all the characters with their final beta skills, traces, eidolons, and stats. Okay, if they've said that, then that's probably true. It's just that the last time I checked, they still had on the website the flavor text that said that it hasn't been updated for since the previous one. So I'm basing everything that I know off of what's on the website, not so much the Discord. But if they've said that they've done it, then I'll probably check again tonight, tomorrow, whenever I have some free time, yeah. It was updated 2 days ago. That's pretty much the last time I checked, so yeah. Is probably... Shit, Endless Night of Discord. Apparently it's on Steam. I thought it's a Billy beta for now. Can you really download it from Steam or from beta? They translation ready? No. On Steam, it's just it's ready to be like wishlisted. That's all it is on Steam right now. That's all it is on Steam. You can't play it on Steam or anything like that. You can just wishlist it. How's the art books? Still didn't receive any information? Nope. No information from Honkai about the art book, unfortunately. I'm not sure what's up with them, but they did say 1 to 3 months, so we'll have to wait a bit more. But yeah. I wish they would, like, you know, maybe email some information on, like, the ETA on it. But they are not the most, again, I've said this about many gacha game companies, specifically, like, Chinese and Asian-based gacha companies, that communication is their lowest priority when it comes to their player base. So I'm not surprised at all, but, like, communication would be kind of nice about shipping and delivering and whatnot. But, yeah, absolutely nothing. So it is kind of expected. It is very, very expected. Oh, I'm rank 1. Let's go. I immediately don't have the resources. I'll pay for it, why not? I don't know why I care for this arbitrary number so much, but whatever. Just because I seem like I'll download BA to roll for salary. Wow. The dedication to roll on a character. Ooh. Hey, what's up, Province? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it, man. Hello, hello. Damn, downloading a game just to do some rolls. Incredible. Let us go with this one. I believe she's physical. Yep. Yeah, nice. I've done this a bunch of times with other games like Grand Chase. Damn. Damn, dude. Just log in, do pulls, leave forever. Do absolutely nothing to support the company. I like that. That's a good strategy. They're on cooldown. I can't do shit. Damn, if only I had the will to do that. If only I did. Bear in mind, I did think about doing it for Path to Nowhere because I did see a very nice looking character. Bum ba da dum bum ba da 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 do 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 do. There's no free pulls this update. It was last week. Wow, no free pulls. What will HoTr ever do? No free pulls? Dude, you got to file a report, right? You got to file a report. If I don't get the character, the game sucks. If I got to play a few stages and then install, you kind of get that sort of short satisfaction, satisfaction, not what word was that? Satisfaction? What word was I thinking of, dude? Holy shit. Satisfaction, achievement for doing so. Try it. It may be fun. No, I don't like that style of thing. I like to put a bit of time into games. That's a personal thing. I like to put in a decent time into games before I stop playing them. No matter the game, I put in a pretty decent amount of time. Ooh! Another 2 rolls, the banquet invite. Thank you so much. 2 more Rolio Polios. Oh, look at our gem count, boys. Holy crap. It's just chef's kiss. Mwah! 47,000. I guess you know what I will do here is I'll do the maths. We're going to sit down and do some maths for just a quick moment. I think I can calculate this pretty quickly if I'm just kind of smart and shit. So we did some maths, I think, last patch, or at some point. I think it was last patch. We did some maths as to how many rolls I would need to get a guaranteed next 2 characters, right? HoTr Finality and HoTr Origin. And I think the sum total, 2 same words, came down to like 90 or so thousand rolls. I think it was like maybe rounded up to 100,000 rolls. Oh, sorry, 100,000 crystals total. And right now we're sitting at a solid 47,000. So let me get my notepad actually. I'll just get a... Where the fuck? Notepad? Let me get a notepad here. Where the fuck can I put this, though? There. So we're sitting at 47,967. 47,967 gems, right? Then we look at how many rolls we have. We have 19 plus 9 is 28. We don't count those ones. So 28 rollers. Plus, how many do we have in the thing? We have 3 of these boxes, which is 5 each, right? Yep, 5 each. Plus, so that's plus 15. Boom, plus 15 rollers gives us a total of however the fuck many that is. What's that? 43 rollers, right? That's that. That's what we currently have. That's what we're going to go into the next patch with. How many rolls does that equal to, though? So that's 43. And then we have to divide this number. I need to get a calculator. A calculator. 47,967 divided by, oops, shit, 2,800 gives us 17 10 pulls, which is 107. 170. I guess it is 170. Fuck, that's a lot of rolls. Gives us 170, but I need to convert this, so it's 43 times 2,800 gives us... That's not quite right. It's not quite right. 43 times just 280 gives us an extra 12,000 and 40. I know you guys can't see a lot of this. 12,040. Do a bit of addition. Do a bit of addition here really quickly. 12,040 plus 47,967 gives us 60,000. 60,000 right now. Then we divide 60,000 by 2,800 and gives us a total of 210 pulls. That is how many rollers we have, boys. 210. Now, first things first is that our pity is at 90. Right? Our pity is at 90. So that's already half of my shit gone if I'm unlucky as hell. Obviously, we're going for what's-her-face first origin. So that's already, if I go all the way to pity, which by gods I hope not, that's half my shit gone. And then I just need to do that. I just need to get lucky, right? That's the source of it. I need to get lucky. I have like 14k. Wow. Wow, that's incredible. 14k. How much is that again? Actually, is that... Oh yeah, Honkai is 28,000. Jeez, well, there you go. Good luck, everyone, on your rolls. That's all I gotta say. Good luck. Everyone get Hirsch of Origin. Everyone get Hirsch of Origin. That's the tip. What is this? Ah, we did that. Wait, I can get 15 more gemmies? What's this? Oh, I'm not doing that. I can't be asked. I can't be asked. We're done with Honkai. Yo, boys, we're done. We're done. This game is dead as hell. Dead as hell. We're saving this when we have to pre-arm 2 weapons in a patch. We're done. We've got nothing else. And I guess, there's a spending event next patch, right? Because we got 14 Jiminy Willikers on this bad boy. Imagine if I get Bright Knight Excelsius. That's another... Oh, dude, I can just imagine my luck right now. I can just imagine it. It would be incredible. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Whew. Okay. Close that, close that. We're done with our maths. We don't need any more. Now, let me open up a website by the name of pridewen.gg. Pridewin.gg. I'm just gonna take a look at it real quickly. Something special is coming to Opera GX. Update now. I'll update later. Quickly take a look at this HSR stuff, because if they say it's been updated... Oh, yeah, no, so yeah, literally... Yeah, okay, 2 days ago. I checked, the last time I checked Pridewin was, I think, on the 11th must have been, because, yeah, I didn't see this post about all the stuff being updated. Okay. So then with that, I guess I'll say it now. Oh, yeah, all the images are, like, updated as well. Okay. Do that. Okay. Just gonna take a gander at this bad boy, right? We're just gonna maybe skim through it. And with this actually now being updated, I'll probably start compiling and going through all the characters and getting ahead of the curve, if you will use that term for like that or better, on the analysis. I want to go through all the characters one by one per video, and just doing a basic analysis of their kit and outlining how they're going to play, because, well, we know more about the game and whatnot, and see there's a lot more information, and yeah, see this all looks infinitely more different than when I looked at it last time, which is quite interesting. A2, A3, A3, A4, A5, A5, A6, A7, unlocks at 75, 80, level 1. Ooh. Basic stats, bro. Pridewin actually compiles their shit really well. Pridewin really just does compile their, These are stats at level 80? Alright, fair enough. People have gotten to level 80 on the fucking beta? What? I thought it was hard to get to level 80. Steam update? Cheers. I didn't know people got up to level 80 yet. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna go through all these characters. What's changed? I guess they added this. This wasn't a thing. Values are shown for levels 1, 10, and 12. 1, 6, and 7 for basic. That's interesting. Okay. What an interesting way to show it. Basically, people screenshot and shared it in the Pridewin Discord. Screenshotted what? Like the stats and whatnot. Oh, no, I'd assume so, but it's just I was not expecting people to get like, well, like the beta's been up for like 5 days and people are like at level 80 already. Surely not, right? Surely not. That's pretty crazy. I was like, they wanted every stats at every level. You know, that's fair. I'm just so soon. I was because the beta lasts for another like 2.5 weeks, I think. So I was expecting a lot of the information to be compiled at least next week, because it's been up for only like just about a week, and so getting to max level in a week is very impressive. But like, yeah, we'll just kind of skim through this. Like, I looked at some of these characters, Arlen and whatnot. They all just look very intricate sometimes as well. But here, sometimes I say sometimes because what's changed? This is it's just a little bit more of an outline. It gives you specific values. This stuff is a bit hard to understand. So A2 traces are what is traces again? Traces is the skill tree. Traces are the skill tree. So A2 means just I'm assuming that just means level 2. A2, A4, A6. People are private on Mad Lads. They are very, very there. You know, actually, let's go through the tier list, right? Do they have a tier list available? We're currently testing all characters in the final beta, and only once we reach the available endgame, we will release out a tier list. Damn, dude, they don't have a tier list. Ah. But what we can maybe check out, other than the characters, is there more clarification on the 5-star percentages on the banners? Previously, they didn't actually have it, but it seems that they do. Okay. HSR, 5-star character on the standard banner. I'm assuming this is the standard banner. Or the departure banner, rather, the departure one. So you can only warp 50 times, but you are guaranteed to obtain 1 5-star within the 50 warps. You cannot do single warps on the departure. You can only warp in multis of 10, commonly referred to as a 10 pull or a multi-pull. However, you will receive a 20% discount every time you warp, so 8 passes instead of 10. The rate of pulling a 5-star is 0.6%, and the rate of pulling a 4-star is 5.1. No characters or light cones have an increased rate on this warp. You can only use Star Rail passes on this one basic summon ticket. And they do have the 2 new characters on this one. Ah, okay, so these characters are launching with the game. Okay, I thought these characters, Bai Lu and Yanqing, were going to be like extra banners and additions like Venti and Klee were very soon after the game launches, but they are just going to be standard banners. Very interesting. So they're going to start off with 7 characters on the standard banner. 2 more than Genshin. Do they have the info for... It's the same thing for the standard banner. Scrolling down, 0.6 for the standard, 5.1, or rather 0.6 for 5 stars, and then 5.1 for 4 stars. Once you do 300 pulls, though, you'll be able to pick 1 5-star available in the banner. Huh. Huh. So, is that a cumulative thing? So 300, every single 300 pulls, you'll be able to pick a character? Or is it that it's you have a guaranteed weapon on the 300th pull? The wording is very particular, and I'd want to see this hands-on. Because if it's every 300th pull, you get a guaranteed weapon, that can be reset by getting one early, thus the guarantee system is not there. But if it's essentially every 300 pulls, you're allowed to pick one at your choice rather. But getting things in between there, it's fair game, it doesn't reset it, then that's actually pretty cool, I'd say. That's a pretty generous thing to do, is that anything you get in between is yours, but every 300th you are guaranteed to pick whatever you desire. Which is, if it's that way, that's actually rather impressive. I'm just going to say, that's very, very nice. I'd probably want a bit more clarification on exactly how it goes, but there it is. But then, that's on the standard banner. That's obviously just for the standard banner, which is fair enough to have on the standard banner. I don't think many characters are going to be added to the standard banner after this. If anything, very far in the future, it'd probably be added. But on the featured character banner, 1 5-star, 3 4 stars, same percentages, 0.6 for 5-star, 5.1 for 4-star, and then it's the same Genshin Impact. Yeah, as we predicted. It's the same as Genshin's rates. 50% chance. It's a 50-50 system. If you get it, if you get a 5-star, it's 5 stars. I thought it was this last second. If you get a 5-star. It's a 50-50 between the rate up and any other 5-star currently there. And if you lose, the next one will be guaranteed the rate up. So yeah, you're guaranteed a 5-star within 90 pulls. That's the pity. So if you're unlucky, 180 to get the rate up, you can only use the special summons here. 300 on standard. That's not a standard. They have different standards. No, they don't. What are you talking about? Yeah, I know. We just covered the standard, Hersha. If you weren't here, you can scroll back a bit. And light cones. 1 5-star light cone, 3 4-star light cones. The percent chances are increased by... So the 5-star light cone gets a 0.8%. That's 0.2% higher than the character. And 4-star light cone is 6.6. That's a few more percentages above the characters. Once you pull a 5-star light cone, you have a 75% chance of it being of the rate up. If you lose the roll, the second... This is what I was expecting, and this is good. There we have it, boys. This is a W. This is a W. So when we looked at this prior to the final beta arriving, I was very on the fence of, is it gonna be, unfortunately, like Genshin Impact, where it's a 3-way 50-50 with their dog shit fucking choosing your weapon, and then you have to do like essentially you have to get, 240 rolls to guaranteed? No, it's not. It's 160 for a guaranteed, but you have a 75% chance of it being the rate up. That's great. Oh my god, this sounds great. This sounds great. It's a 50-50, 75-25 for it to be the rate up on your first one. If you don't get it, if you lose that, 25% chance. The next one will be guaranteed the rate up. 80 pulls is pity. Fucking great. Amazing. Oh, this is what we needed. This is what we needed. This is what Genshin needs. Why can't Genshin do this? Riddle me this. Genshin, come on. Come on, brother. It's so simple. So simple. Wow. The banners have a really nice sounding. So this is the starter banner, where you'll just be able to get a guaranteed 5-star if you just use your warps, which you should at the start of every gacha game. If they have this, use your shit there. You'll get good stuff. And then they have the standard warp, which has standard shit and standard characters, but you do have this 300 pulls gives you a 5-star. How it works is to be, I think the game probably knows, or people who played the game probably know, I don't know, but I'd assume it's the generous way of anything you get in between 0 and 300 is just bonus, but at 300 you are guaranteed to just pick one, which is, I think, cool. And then you have the featured character banner, which is just like Genshin's. The rates, the actual percentages, aren't like Genshin's, but it's the method is 90 pity, 50-50, and then it's a guaranteed if you lose the 50-50. But then the light cone banner, Chef's Kiss, is a 75-25 with decent chance. I say decent chance. It's not that decent actually. 0.8% is that what's Honkai's? Is Honkai's like lower than that or higher? I think Honkai's is higher than that. I don't know. I think Genshin's is also higher than that. I think Genshin's like 1 point something, or is it 0.6? Maybe Genshin's is 0.6 as well on this one. So maybe this is higher. And then yeah, it's like the 75-25, and then if you lose the 25, you get a guaranteed on the next one, which is fucking phenomenal. Great job. Oh, that right there immediately makes me want to play this game infinitely more. I could see myself dropping Genshin and playing Honkai Star Rail and Honkai Impact if all I fucking know. Who knows? Maybe I'll do that. You'll never know. We never know. Its Genshin specialty, can't take away its unique weapon banner. Ah, true. The unique weapon banner that nobody likes. Yes, uniqueness. I guess we'll take a look at re-rolling for the, like, I don't understand this mechanic of re-rolling in gacha games, so we'll take a look at it and see if it's worth it or some shit. I don't really get it, but whatever. In short, is it even worth to re-roll? No, it's not worth it. Because it's the same thing as Genshin. It's not worth a reroll. Some time ago, MiHoYo removed the guest login option from their games, and obviously the option is also missing in Honkai Star Rail. This means you will need to use a different account for every reroll attempt, because salting isn't working here either. So if you're already playing Genshin Impact, for example, if you plan to reroll, there's no way to have both games on the same account. It takes around 30 to 40 minutes to finish the tutorial and reach the moment when you can actually start pulling. The long time is caused by the tutorial being quite story heavy, and you can't skip any of the conversations and have to click through them. The game rates are pretty low, 0.6 for a 5-star, so it may take you may take you even a whole day of rolling to get one, and it's a high chance it'll be someone that you don't want, as you'll be only able to do roughly 20 to 22 pulls when you unlock warping. While we'll receive 20-star rail passes, summon tickets for pre-registration, you can't use them on the raid-up banners, so for re-rolling for Sealy or whoever will be the raid-up is basically impossible. Yeah, none of this re-rolling, dude. No story skip? I think that's just for tutorial. I think that's just for tutorial, from my understanding. As they, if you plan to do this, the long time is caused by the tutorial being quite story, and you can't skip the conversations. That's okay. That's very okay. Then that's very not specific. I hope it's just the tutorial, for fuck's sake. I don't want to listen to much bullshit. Into the process of re-rolling, I'm not going to cover that because I don't really care. What was the next one? Combat and exploration. Did we even have a look at this one? I don't think much would have changed here. All of these things probably do the same. Yeah, we're not going to take a look at that. Game systems. Is this probably something that they changed? Trailblaze, power, missions. Daily missions, eh? Okay, so we'll take a look at what you'll expect to receive through game systems. So Trailblaze power. Trailblaze level increases from, and you have like milestones at level 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 65. So 5 levels, and the maximum is 70. So that's what, but 60, all those milestones are when you get challenges. So on and so forth. You get rewards. Trailblaze power is your energy, obviously. Trailblaze power is a stamina, yada yada yada. You have a store of 180 to a max. You restore 1 per 6 minutes. A total of 240 can be generated every day, yada yada yada. And then you have your daily missions. Missions in Honkai Impact Star Rail come in 3 varieties. Missions are the main story missions. They reward Stellar Jades, the game's currency, and are required for the game. Account progression, as completing them is the only way to unlock new areas. You have adventure. Adventure missions are side missions. Some reward Stellar Jades, and then you have your training. Training missions are daily missions. You'll receive 5 training missions every day. Each training mission will provide you with 200 or 100 activity points, and you need to gather 500 in total to obtain all daily rewards, which is 60 Stellar Jades, 1,000 Trailblaze experience, that many credits, 9 lost gem fragments, and 3 adventures logged, which is level up materials. Okay. Like every game pretty much that launches, they have a operation briefing or do X amount of challenges, bullshit, that you just have to do arduous tasks or rather trivial tasks to achieve random things, rolls, jades, whatnot, so on and so forth. It's pretty straightforward. The tasks consist of play the game, right? That's all the tasks are. Play the game. It's not really anything that you'll have to think about. And also, even as an open game, I don't even think Genshin has this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think Genshin has like a go button. And I saw people interacting with the system, and it just takes you to the menu that you need, which is very good. Very good. Achievements, it's just achievements, nothing really that great. They'll reward you much like Genshin Impact achievements do with small currency boosts and whatnot, Stellar Jades. Assignments are passive activities that the player can assign their characters to do. While on assignments, characters will passively gather resources and materials for the player. They are equivalent to expeditions in other gacha games. The player can send 4 characters of 2, 8 total out on assignments at any given time. Each assignment has a duration of 4, 8, 12, and 20 hours. Once completed, the character will bring back the resources and materials listed in the reward section of the assignment. It's a Genshin Impact expedition system because these time intervals are exactly the same. I'm not a massive fan of this system. I think it's pretty dog water. I much prefer something how it's done in Archland, where you just kind of have passive resource generation through buildings instead of your characters, because this here requires active usage as you have to come back to this menu every single time, but that's just a personal preference. Rarely would game take... I'll read this now, though. Rarely would a game make first part of the story unskippable and the rest skippable unless they intend to make it demotivate rerolling. Maybe it is to demotivate rerolling. Maybe it is. And that's all of the systems for the base part of the game. Very cool. This last part I just don't fucking like, really. I hate doing this in Genshin because it's just fucking annoying, really. Unless Star Rail has a better UI for it, which it seems to actually have a better UI for it. But maybe that's just me not remembering how Genshin's UI is for it. But that's okay. Everything here looks good. But 60 Stellar Jades, that's the same rewarding nomenclature. Nomenclature? That's the wrong word. The same rewarding amount for Genshin as 180 Stellar Jades is how many you... Or is it 160? 160 Stellar Jades is one roll, and you get 60 per day. So you're going to be able to get 100... It takes you 3 days to grind out one roll, which is whatever the fuck, whatever. You know, depends on how much the rest of the game rewards you, depends on if that's good. But 3 days to get one roll. Yeah. Depends on how easy or hard these things are to do, because... What is it? Complete 1 daily mission, clear 1 calyx, level up a relic, in a single battle inflict 3 weakness break or debuffs. You need to get 500 of this, and that one just sounds not fun to do. Some of these, it depends on how fun they are to do, depends on if I'll enjoy doing these things. But yeah, so far so good, why not? Game modes. We'll do this one in just a second. Hopefully we can just assign expedition on the go while exploring. Hopefully, it's just like a drop-down menu that appears and you can do it anywhere instead of having to go to a specific location. But now let's look at the systems that, well, one that we just read, Calyx. Calyx? Calyx. Who knows? But these look like the Genshin Impact talent book things. But yeah, let's just read. These are your basic resource stages and provide one of the following materials on which Calyx stage you are farming. Calyx Bud of Memories is XP character materials, Light Cone materials is Bud of Ether, and Bud of Grit is credits. Pretty simple, straightforward. Uses the domain system like Genshin Impact. There are 7 different Calyx stages, each corresponding to one of the 7 paths. These Calyx cycle daily and provide character trace upgrade materials and Light Cone ascension materials. Not a fan of the daily cycling stuff. That's just me personally. But there is one bonus that they have given here, is the fact that it is day by day orientated. Unlike Genshin, where it's like 3 different types of talent materials cycling across 7 different days, it seems Honkai Star Rail has 7 different things, calyxes, cycling on 7 different days, so 1 day is always assigned to 1 calyx. So Monday will be destruction, and then Tuesday will be uridation, and so on and so forth. So it'll be a lot easier to remember it. But then again, I could just read further ahead and prove myself wrong. Monday and Thursday is erudition and harmony. Tuesday and Friday is hunt and nihility. Wednesday and Saturday are destruction, preservation, and abundance. And Sunday is all of them. I proved myself wrong within a fraction of a second, and it's crazy how it happens. It costs 10 Trailblaze power to do one Calyx stage. You can queue up 6 Calyx runs at a time, essentially, this allows you to repeat the same Calyx stage without having to exit and re-enter. Each run will cost you 10 Trailblaze power, 60 for you to queue up runs. Oh, really? No autocomplete? You have to queue it up? And you have to watch them all happen? Is this going to be one of those situations where you just press a button and you leave your device to AFK whilst you go make a cup of tea and you come back and it's not done? Is that going to be one of these situations that nobody likes? Is this going to be one of those situations that nobody likes? Listen, maybe an autocomplete button removes a lot of fun. But god damn it, does it make the game a lot more enjoyable to play, let me be real with you. But we'll have to wait and see what queuing up means. Maybe it's really fun, maybe it's really fast, rather, sorry, not fun. Maybe it's really fast, and maybe there's like 3 times speed, and you can kind of get through it a lot quicker if you can clear all of it, just an autoplay, right? Who knows? Anyway, Stagnant Shadow. These stages reward character ascension materials. There are 7 different stagnant stages, each one corresponding to one element, and it costs 30 Trailblaze power to do one Stagnant Shadow stage. This is for character ascension material, which is not something that you're going to be doing overly frequently, just to ascend your characters through to the next threshold. Quite simple, like Genshin. Cavern Corrosion. These stage rewards relics, which is your equipment, I believe. It costs 40 Trailblaze power to do one Cavern of Corrosion. Yeah, I believe the relics are the Genshin Impact artifact equivalent, which is, hey, listen, I'm 40 Trailblaze power. You have 100 and how much in total? Where was it again? Was it 180? Was it 180? I think it was 180. You have 180 in total. 40, you do 8. I can't do maths. 4 runs? 4 runs. You do 4 runs, because, yeah. I suck at maths. Fucking hell. You do some amount of runs, and you get gear. It is. Echo of War. These are your weekly boss stages and reward relics. Trackers of Destiny, which is a character skill level up material, and light cones. You can do only do 3 Echo of War runs every week. However, you can do the same Echo of War stage multiple times. Very good. That's a very good touch. Now, here's why that's a good touch. Now, Genshin runs into a specific problem at certain stages of its kind of patch release date, and it very much happens when a world boss is released. Usually, when a world boss is released, people are very much in a desperate desire to get good RNG of the world boss's specific material drop rate so they can actually level up the recently released character who needs that material. This alleviates that problem to a certain extent, because if you need a specific boss, you just farm that one 3 times a week and you get the materials relatively quickly instead of having to do 1 per week, thus a very slow accumulation. So this is actually a rather good change. Very good, but you only can do it 3 times a week, which is the same as Genshin. No, it's not, sorry. No, Genshin is not like that. Sorry, Genshin is infinite, but you get a reduction for 3 times a week, which is, sorry, that was my bad. Yeah, 3 times a week, that's fine, whatever. Again, if you're an early game player, this is not going to affect you too much because there's probably not going to be 7 bosses at the start of the game. There's going to be probably 1, 2 maybe, and you're going to be running them consistently. But if you're obviously a late starter, you know, starting maybe 2 months in, 4 months in, a year in, it's going to affect you most of all. But maybe there'll be some catch-up systems implemented later on. It costs 30 Trailblaze power to do 1 Echo of War stage. Quite simple. I'm not going to watch the gameplay example because it's just a boss and... just a boss. That's that. Forgotten Hall is a game mode where the objective is to defeat a group of enemies in as few turns as possible. After completing a Forgotten Hall stage, you will be awarded between 0 or 3 stars for the stage, depending on how many turns it took you to defeat the enemy in the stage. The more stars that you are awarded, the better the rewards you receive. Ooh, it seems like a bit of not Elysian Realm, sorry, the other one, the Genshin one. Oh, fuck, what's its name? Spiral Abyss. Got it, Spiral Abyss.
Seemed like a bit of a Spiral Abyss moment. It is a more challenging game mode, with the final stages being considered as endgame content. Forgotten Hall is divided into 2 parts, Memory and Memory of Chaos. Memory consists of 15 stages and provides a one-time reward of Stellar Jade upon completion, which is your 1 to 8 in Genshin. This is essentially a 1-to-1 kind of rendition of Spiral Abyss. Memory, this difficulty, Memory, is your Spiral Abyss 1 to 8, and then Memory of Chaos would be your 9 to 12, essentially. A Memory of Chaos, which is the latter difficulty, consists of 10 stages and rewards Stellar Jades upon completion. Memory of Jades are more challenging than Memory stages. Sorry, Memory of Chaos are more difficult than Memory. Memory of Chaos stages reset periodically, allowing the player to complete them again for additional Jades. But how periodically is the real question now. How periodically? Not going to look at the gameplay, though, because, again, it's just going to be you fighting enemies, nothing too crazy. But if it's weekly, I'm kind of down for that. If it's fucking 2 weekly, like Gen shit, then I'm going to be moderately annoyed, but hopefully it's not. Hopefully it is a weekly reset. I do appreciate a weekly reset. Next thing, Simulated Universe. Simulated Universe is a rogue-like game mode where the player will venture inside a simulated world to collect a random set of buffs that they can use to enhance their team to fight the enemies inside. We can see here it has a 6-day reset, has a bunch of different stages, it has a score, it has a store. This seems like a very interesting system. Now, completing this game mode will reward you with Stellar Jades and HoTr bonds used in the HoTr store to buy things. Simulated Universe resets weekly, allowing you to obtain additional Stellar Jades and HoTr bonds every week. Simulated Universe is divided into 2 parts, Exploration Mode and Challenge Mode. In Exploration Mode, the player will form a team of characters and enter a roguelike dungeon to gather curios and blessings, which are called random buffs essentially, as well as new allies, which is kind of going to be like a labyrinth in Eversoul. If anyone has played it, it's going to be like that essentially. While in Exploration Mode, the player will be given objectives. Completing these objectives will reward Stellar Jades and HoTr bonds, as well as tokens for the coin gacha machine, which can be used to obtain various resources and materials. After completing the Exploration Mode, the player's current team and any curios and blessings collected will be saved. This team and the collected buffs will be what the player can bring into the Simulated Universe's Challenge Mode. In Challenge Mode, the player will face off against a number of tough enemies, which rewards additional HoTr bonds if the player manages to defeat them. At the start of each week, an Aeon, or a Star God, will grant the player its blessing. This blessing takes the form of a buff that the player can use while inside the simulated universe. This buff can be upgraded by the player and is usable in both Exploration and Challenge Mode. Very cool. Very nice. What have we gathered from this? Based on how they apply Genshin system here, probably the same reset as Genshin. I may rethink that, as this is a weekly resetting system here. They seem to maybe have... Genshin has nothing resetting weekly, whilst this does, so I'm inclined to think otherwise, but who knows, maybe I'm proven wrong. What have we gathered from this one, though? Essentially, this is your roguelike game mode, Elysian Realm, if you will, a mixture of the both. The Stellar Jades is your crystals, obviously, that you get from Elysian Realm, and your HoTr bonds is your Elysian Realm shop currency. Simply converted, that's how it is. You use your HoTr bonds to probably go into the HoTr store right here to buy character fragments or certain items to boost your power, or certain items to make the game easier, like skip items or, you know, quick complete items, so on and so forth. That's how it's going to be. And Stellar Jades, it seems here, are only acquired through the Exploration Mode difficulty, which seems to be the just get your Stellar Jades and do that once a week. And then if you want to get more things, more HoTr bonds to buy more things from the HoTr shop, you do Challenge Mode, which gives you just more HoTr bonds. It doesn't say anything about giving you more Stellar Jades. It just says more HoTr bonds, which is fine. But it does seem to me, though, that you do have to complete Exploration Mode to then attempt Challenge Mode, which may kind of... Some people may have a problem with that, because you have to do 2 things of the same kind to just get one set of rewards, essentially, in your mind, technically. But probably going to be fine, because it doesn't seem like it's going to be overly long, because it's only 6 worlds if this is just one run. But I could be wrong about that. Who knows? I think you can buy characters like Su Shang, if I remember correctly. Potentially. Like, that. I think Star Rail may have just buyable characters in the HoTr store. Probably expensive. Like, you know, you'll have to do, like, I don't know, a month worth of this game mode to get enough currency. But potentially. Okay, this sounds great. Again, what have we learned from this whole tab is that there's a lot of game modes. The energy spending seems to be like, again, one for one like Genshin Impact. Unfortunately, not a massive fan of it myself, but others may be inclined to like it. But it is what it is. That's that really. That's the energy spending. Then you have Echo of War, which seems to be not Echo of War. Sorry, the Forgotten Hall, which is the Spiral Abyss-like system, the Genshin Impact Spiral Abyss-like system, where it has a one-time game mode thing called Memory, and then you have Memory of Chaos, which is your 8 to 12 floors, which is going to be difficult, obviously. It doesn't say the reset of it, which is one thing that I would have liked. And then you have your Simulated Universe, which is a weekly resetting system, a bit more along the lines of Elysian Realm, where it's a roguelike dungeon, and you get a lot of varying different buffs to help you along the way. And essentially a similar system with the HoTr store as well as the crystals. Very cool so far. The systems seem very good. Next thing, what do we have next? Character progression. Would they have changed anything in the character progression? I don't think they would have included anything else. I don't believe so. I guess we'll take a quick skim through the character progression. So to level up your character or increase their power, it's the same thing. Character level, their traces, their eidolons, light cones, and relics. All that shit is probably going to be explained in the game much better. Character level is your level, traces is your talents, eidolons is your constellations or your getting duplicates of the character, your light cone is their pseudo weapon, and their relics is their equipable armor. Simplified, essentially. Character ranging, their max level is 80. They start at 1, obviously, but they can go up to 80 as a max level, which is great. Milestones and shit, ascension and whatnot. It's a Genshin Impact ascension system. You have a milestone. If your character level or your account level, is level 20, your main character or your characters can only get up to level 20. It's a milestone system. It's very simple, very straightforward. Get the materials, ascend them up, juiced out, nice. Then you have the traces. Traces are a skill upgrade tree that each character has. Unlocking and upgrading various nodes in the character's traces will provide them with a stat bonus and extra passive abilities and enhancement to their 5 skills. Because a character has a 5 skill, their basic, their skill, their ultimate, their technique, and their something else. I forgot the name of it. What the fuck was it? I don't know. But it is what it is. Eidolons are your constellations or your ranking up of a character. You need duplicates of a character in this case. Or I believe the game has an alternative, as we can see here. I think this is actually for the main character, that's why this is an image of there. But I think there might be an alternative, I can't remember. But you just need a duplicate of the character. Each has unique eidolons, has 6 eidolon upgrades, can be upgraded by duplicating the character, or through in-game missions and events. That's how you get that, and so on and so forth. Just duplicate the character through some method. I don't know, hack the game. Don't do that, actually. That's not good. Light cones. A type of equipment that all characters can equip, equivalent to weapons. Simple. Very, very simple. Relics are the other type of equipment in the game, basically function as armor and accessories. Do they oh no, okay, sorry, I thought they removed 2 slots. I thought they like dropped it down to 4 slots, but I didn't see that the 2 slots in the middle weren't they're not unlocked yet. Okay. Oh, dude, I had a slight heart attack there. I thought they removed 2 slots for no fucking reason. Jesus Christ. Yeah, relics are just your equipable gears. Okay. Whew. Whew. Nothing new here. Nothing new here. We've covered all of these elements. I don't think they changed anything. All the elements are just the same. Physical, fire, ice, lightning, wind, quantum, and imaginary. And depending on what you break the shield with, depends on like the effect that will happen. They're all pretty much the same except for quantum and imaginary, which will do a special effect of pushing them back in the turn order, as well as either reducing speed or dealing damage. But everything else is just a dot effect. These are all the characters, only 1 imaginary character. Isn't that a lie? I thought there were more. Huh? I thought there were... Oh, no, there was more quantum. No, never mind. Yeah, there was more quantum. My bad. I thought there were more imaginary. Jesus Christ. This guy's getting a welt will be juicy goosey because turn order and speed reduction, which is very good in games. Paths. Paths is a very simple, straightforward thing as well, but remembering is going to be a tough one. Each character is a different role. A role is a better word to use and to understand. Their role in the party, essentially. You have Abundance, which is a healer. A Destruction, which is general DPS. General DPS summarized is essentially multi tasking DPS, can do single target, can do AoE, can do all of the above. Then you have Erudition, which is multi-target specifically. And then you have Harmony, which is offensive utility support. Then you have a Hunt, which is a single target DPS. Nihility, which is a debuffer. I said that weirdly. Debuffer, not debuffer. A debuffer. And then Preservation, which is defense, support, a tank. Straightforward. And here's the list of parts that currently have no characters attached to it. There's more? I had no idea they added more. These were not here for a while. Beauty, Elation, Enigmata, Propagator, Remembrance, Trailblaze, and Veracity. My only question or thought is, you kind of got all of them covered up here. Like, this is really, as you got them all covered. You got Healer, Heals, you got DPSs, they do DPS. You got an offensive utility support, they support you. You got a defensive support, they support you, but a bit more defensively. And you got a debuffer. Like, what could this be? Like a DPS debuffer, I guess? Maybe a bit more specific? Or maybe make them overpowered, potentially, who knows? And then you got each character in their respective roles in there. You know, you're gonna want, I don't know, I've heard Kafka's really good, so you're gonna want to get a Kafka or some shit, eh? I expect the MC to be a Trailblazer at some point, potentially, but it seems that the Trailblazer, the main character, is a Destruction here, and they are a Preservation down here, so I don't think so. And then that is all. I'm not going to go into light cones. That's going into specific things about light cones. But that's essentially it. That's all the new stuff that Pridewind has provided us with on the final beta. Nice. They're probably going to put some shit like fast DPS and stuff. Probably. The DPS with much more speed than others. Oh yeah, it's going to be an introduction of power creep through something. They're going to have like a debuffer DPS that like has super high speed and debuffs the enemies with their attacks and whatnot. So who knows? But that's that. I thought I might even upload that as like a pretty big video on the channel, just going through everything if people want to rewatch or whatever. But that's all the systems that are in the final beta so far, and that probably will make their way to the base game or to the launch of the game. So, yeah, there it is. Honkai Star Rail. It's a game. It's a game. It's definitely a video game. No tier list though, unfortunate. You know, when they release a tier list, I do want to take a look at it. When they release a tier list, we're definitely gonna take a look at it because I want to see what kind of takes we got over there. Had to hit guaranteed. Ooh, I'm so sorry for that. You got a salary. Dude, is this lady like great or something? You got 200 pulls, meanwhile I got barely 100 pulls. Skill based. That sounds purely skill based, and I'm gonna say it again. Steam, why the fuck do you want to be updated? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Just trying to let me be, Steam. Let me be. God damn it. Is maybe okay, let me do this. I'm gonna jump on Steam because I'm gonna play Limbus Company through Steam, obviously. Where is my Steam? Bro, I just opened it. Brother. Oh, there it is. Just Google Saori Blue Archive. She looks cool. Alright, let me give this a little Google. Ah. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, she looks cool, actually. Pretty cool. Is that a, like, in-game model? She's like a chibi? They are chibis, aren't they, in the actual, like, gameplay? Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay. What was I gonna do, though? I could do... Actually, you know what we haven't addressed recently is that I haven't been playing Archland a lot, right? Haven't been playing Archland a lot, and here's why. It's that when we read that shit on Pridewin about the game's dailies taking a while. Hey, that shit wasn't a lie. That shit takes a fucking while. That shit takes a fucking while. And I'll be honest with you, the gameplay, although fun, in my eyes, there's a certain mechanic that I would like to see. So whenever you play a match in Archland, you have to witness every single bout. So if your character attacks even like a super low level enemy, I'm level 30 and they're level 1. And I know you're going to kill them, obviously, because levels matter in this game a lot. If you're level 30, the difference between a 30 and a 31 is incredible. A 31 will almost always win, unless they're terribly built. But even though it's such a disparity in level, you still have to witness every bout. And you have to witness every counterattack, and you have to witness everything, and every animation, and everything has to be witnessed every single time. And when the sound effects are all the same, and there's no variety, and there's no kind of speeding up of that process, it becomes very bad. And so the time isn't really the thing that's a problem with me. The time, it is definitely noticeable. But the bigger problem for me is that it is just so boring when you know you're going to win. I find it very engaging and very fun when I'm having a one-on-one with a difficult enemy, right? A difficult enemy. And you know, oh shit, I could lose. Maybe I have to try, whatever. But when I know I'm going to win, you have to play the stage, there's not potentially a sweet button or whatever, there's no quick complete or whatever, it's just fucking miserable. Yeah. So I haven't been playing it as much as I would have wanted to, but I probably won't. Probably not at least on the Korean server anymore. And we'll have to wait until more. But I do feel like I did get a pretty good grasp of the game to classify me as playing it. Got up to level 37? Got up to level 37, which puts my characters... Oh no, 36, which puts my characters at 37. Got a good... I played an event. The event was kind of just the stage. What else did I do? Built my characters a bit. Got pretty far into the story. Didn't really read anything though. Grinded a bit. Tried gear grinding. The game is very level dependent. Very weapon dependent on specific characters having weapons. The gacha is very hard to track on anything. It's very odd to kind of track what you're pulling and what you're like. Is there any like pity? Like what's the percentage pulls? I don't think I found percentages of anything. I can't remember. And so on and so forth. It's really, really hard to do that. And you don't get a copious amount of rolls. Like you kind of do, but you kind of don't at the same time. It kind of feels weird. You get a lot of actual like raw rolls, but I think that's just because the game's like still new. So it's like when that wears off, like will you be still getting just as many rolls, or will you be getting like half a roll a day or something like that? Why not read up Counterside FAQ or introduction to the game like you did with Archland? We'll do absolutely. Add it to the checklist. Gacha game played. You know what? It has been done. Let's do this. Okay, so where is it? Archland. Actually, it's already been added to done, so it's already there. It's already included among the game of among the list of done games. Do I have to move anything else to done? No, I haven't actually played any of these, right? You know, I haven't played any of these. Yep, it's already on the done list. But I guess as Counterside is the next one we're playing. There it is, Counterside. Oh god. So I'll be yawning a lot. Oh god, but Counterside does have a lot more fucking guide things. I think it's because it's been out for a bit longer. Okay. It's on beginner guide. Oh, well there we are. Okay. We're learning about Counterside now, boys. Counterside. This is the next game we're playing as a gacha, just to give it a go. We're going to give it a solid go as well. give it a right goodin and see what it's all about. Not now. Probably about next week we're gonna get into it. As for now, we're just chilling in other games, but next week we're gonna get into it. But now let's read about it. Forward. What a title. Forward. This is a guide, updated version, a great guide, C region, yada yada yada. 6 months since the C release, and that's why I wanted to update it. There's a single person doing this one. So about Counterside. The Counterside is a side-scroller tower defense hero collector. What a mouthful, true and real. The purpose of the game is to deploy our heroes and destroy the enemy base whilst avoiding the destruction of yours. I will not be explaining basic gameplay mechanics, as you'll very quickly pick them up when you play in the game. However, keep in mind that the combat diagram advantages for easier stage clears if you're ever struggling. Strikers beat rangers, rangers beat defenders, defenders beat snipers, and snipers beat strikers. Does a defender beat a sniper? Does anything beat snipers? What the fuck? Oh, interesting. Frequently asked questions, an FAQ if you will. Is this game free-to-play friendly? Now, this is a tough question to answer. Here's why. Because I've read the first sentence, and that first sentence is applicable to every game. Is the game free-to-play friendly? Yes. But as long as you don't want to compete... You can say that about every gacha game, and it's true. Every gacha game is free-to-play friendly, as long as you don't want to compete. So, sure. Thankfully, the reward difference between the bottom and top ranks is really small, and ranked PvP in this game, oh, crack my neck, is all about bragging rights. Furthermore, the game also has a strategy PvP mode where you just pick one of 3 opponents, and the game plays an auto for you. You get the same currency to use in the shop from both modes. Basically, at any given moment, there's an event or a calendar running that gives tons of free stuff, and the developers are quite generous. Ever had a Winston scoping on you while, Winston jumping on you while scoping as Widow? Like that. You know what? You have a fair point. You have a fair point about the defenders beating snipers. But I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that analogy. Can I use an emulator to play the game? Yes, but the game has a PC client for both C and global. For C, you can download it from the official site. For global, just search for Counterside in Steam. Okay. I'd have to... What would I play it on? The official launcher? Maybe. I much prefer playing on official launchers. But then again, Steam is a lot easier, so I'd probably play on Steam. How do the rates look like? On normal banner, it's 3.5% to pull the highest rarity in the game. SSR is... Oh wait, SSR. 1% is for the featured employee, and 2.5 to get an SSR employee for the general pool. Also, reaching pity is quite easy, and you only need 150 pulls to get the featured unit. There's only one featured unit per banner, so there's no horrors here with pity, with pitying someone you don't want. Interesting. Okay. That's pretty good. On an Awakened banner, where you can get Awakened employees, basically the ultra rarity from other games, the chance is the same as the normal banner, 3.5% overall and 1% to get the Awakened employee, but compared to the normal banners, the pity is saved and isn't lost when the current character or current Awakened banner ends. This means that if you're unlucky and have to pity every time, you can get an Awakened employee roughly every 2 to 3 months. Currently, there's 14 Awakened employees in the game. Yeah, just a pretty simple and straightforward good pity system. It transfers over, and it's 150 pulls. Decent rate, 3.5 for both of them, essentially. It's pretty straightforward. Does the game have auto battle or skip tickets? Both, but compared to the other gacha games, auto battle here is quite smart, and if you set up your team correctly, you can clear a majority of the game contents just on auto battle. After you clear a stage on 3-star, you'll be able to unlock the skip option that will allow you to skip instantly, clear a stage, giving you a max rewards. Still, there are other modes that can't be skipped, but they're in the minority. You can do all dailies / farming stages with skip. Great thing to know. Good. Great. Is this a main game or a side game? This is going to be a main game until you unlock and catch up with all your characters and resources, then it's going to be a solid side game with plenty of events and added content over time. The main focus would also be fun live PvP that the game has. If you enjoy something more competitive, okay, cool. Is it a main game or a side game? The answer is main game until you're at the end game, and at the end game, then it's a side game. Simple, straightforward answer. Great. There's more than 14 A units. Well, one of you is lying, and I don't really care who, because in the end, how many there are doesn't matter to me. All I know is that it will get them all in one temple. How long does it take to do all the dailies? Around 15 minutes after the skip option was added. 15 with the skip option! 15 with the skip option, that's crazy. Managing stamina. Eternium is what the stamina is called. When you start playing, you'll level up like crazy, and every time you do, you'll receive a couple of thousand of Eternium. And that's why after you settle on an account, you should never use the get all button in mail. Never. Whenever you run low on Ethereum, just open a single mail and keep playing. During events, you should prioritize farming event stages instead, because not only they give more XP and gold per Eternium spend, but also the event shop is full of goodies. Okay, the solid thing to know. Managing your quartz. Quartz is a premium currency in the game, and even if the game showers you with it, you should never pull on the normal banners. Using quartz costs 1.5k to do a 10 pull. Why shouldn't you do that? Because the game gives you enough blue contracts, basically summon tickets, and you should summon using them instead. Also, because quartz are better exchange for black tickets. You can buy 220 black tickets every week for 2.7k quartz, which equals to 11 pulls on an awakened banner. Great. However, you should also be refreshing the daily shop 5 times a day. Each refresh costs 15 quartz for a total of 75 quartz to try to get a blue summoning ticket, which you can use to summon characters with. Thank you. Summoning tickets can be used to summon characters, no way. As well as other materials that you'll likely need to limit break cubes. Skill books and ship upgrade materials. Be aware that the items in the shop cost quite a lot of credits, so you might want to wait a week or so before you start refreshing it daily. You also need quartz to expand your employee and gear inventories, but only do that when you really need it. Rerolling, I don't give a shit about rerolling, so we're not reading it. Early game tips, there's a lot of that stuff, but yeah. Go into inventory and activate the 20% XP and gold buff ticket that lasts for the week after activation. That way you'll start earning more gold and XP for all your units. Your main focus should be progressing in PvE, always aiming towards your higher XP gold output stages. Start by clearing episodes, blah, 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 blah. Progress the story. Once easy is done, you can go into hard. However, your main goal should be clearing everything. Gutter Rat Stage 4 will be your best early game source of T4 gear. Mastercraft T5 in C we framed, free contract, yada yada yada. It's a bunch of shit. Play the game correctly. Blah 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 blah. How many characters will I need to level, and how should I spread my resources leveling them on early? At first, I would recommend you start prioritizing and leveling among 8 characters. 2 of them could be defenders, and the rest of them are attackers. Those 8 will later be split into 2 teams and 4 characters each plus fillers, and then you can slowly start leveling other characters as you see fit based on what you want from gacha. If you follow the reroll guide, Gwayan and Nanahara Chifuyu plus Evelyn will carry you through the whole campaign. Ultimately, you're going to need to have enough characters to make 5 full teams, each team consisting of 8 characters. Sure. 5 times 8, 40 characters. Sure. Please fill out the rest of your slots with potential characters that you plan to use for the future. I see people making the mistake of leaving the spaces blank. The XP gain for the fodders / low level units saves you a lot of XP tickets as well as gold. And also don't ignore your lower rarity employees. I know everyone wants to use and show off their shiny SSRs, but in counter side, there's a lot of hidden gems with SR and R and even N rarity. Here are some great lower rarity characters. So you have attractive women, a robot assault troop, more women, and then just a drone and whatnot. Tier list, don't really care about the tier list right now. We get what we get and we have fun with what we have. My inventory is full of low tier units. What do I do? Keep the dupes and heroes you can plan to use for limit breaking. You should sell the lower rarity NNR heroes that you got from gacha pools and don't plan to use for extra currency, yada yada yada. You kind of do gacha things. Just don't use shit things, use the good things. Beware that some lower rarity employees and lower rated in the tier list can be rearmed. This makes them way stronger than their base version. Still, this feature won't be available on global at the start, but it's worth knowing whose copies you should save. Check our rearm guide to learn more. We won't be doing that. Gears. How does gear work in the game? Let us find out. Early on, go to character stats and see how well their skills scale and equip them with the desired 2-piece bonus. Okay, the stats in their tier don't really matter as much as the 2 and 4 set bonuses. There are 4 pieces of gear you can equip to each unit style. Mech Soldier Counter uses their own gear. 4th accessory slot unlocks after you get the character to the 6-star awakening. Sure. What gear parts should I craft early? Accessory pieces were hard to obtain. Craft those, or whichever pieces you feel like you're lacking. Whatever you don't have, craft that. Also, start crafting when you unlocked. Only start crafting when you unlock T5 tier and have Gutter Rat on farm. Don't worry, I will do that. Because that's where the materials needed to craft T5 gear will come from. Cool. Keep all cooldown and attack speed set pieces. Especially counter gear, because those 2 sets are most commonly used, and the cooldown one is simply overpowered. It gives skill haste, which basically means your employees will use their skills faster and more often. As is really with every game, I don't think you'll find a single game out there where like attack speed and or cooldown reduction or haste or quickening or the expediting of a process is not the best in slot piece of gear. No game is like that. It's the same thing in like MMOs, like in World of Warcraft, where you would like, there's a reason that like 90% of classes go for a haste build instead of like mastery or versatility. You always go for haste build. It's just, speed is the best. Because your baseline damage from the base stats that you get at high levels is always is just good. Buffing that is never like the better option. Like, unless the class itself is specifically called the one-shot thing, and then you do it. If speed is not like the general flow, then obviously not, but 90% of games just go for speed, which is unfortunate. But anyway, what to do with crappy gear? You should feed it into your good gear and level it up to level 5. After that, it gets too expensive. Okay. 1 second, let me finish tying my hair. Level 5 gear. What about tuning gear? You should save both your tuning and golden tuning binaries for T6. Sure, the best T6 sets are called Maze, Gordius, and Hummingbird. Trust me, you don't want to waste it on the crappy gear. Fair enough. How to build a good team. Overall, for early game progression, you should use a balanced team that has every role in it. This way, you won't be stuck on stages where, for an example, ranger employees have issues beating enemies due to the role disadvantage. Wow. No. Rangers struggle when they're at a disadvantage? I would never have put those 2 things together. That's such a foreign topic to my brain. Here's a sample early game team that you should be able to use after re-rolling. Well, we have 1 man and the rest are women, and they're all level 110. I don't feel like that's starting numbers, but that's just maybe my eyes. Defender, striker, duo. You know, defenders are great. They're tanks. I'm not going to go into the specific units as I'm not too bothered. Try to keep an average cost of 3.5. Oh, wait, is that how the gameplay works? Oh, fuck. I had no idea that's how the gameplay works. So you send out units. What's it like? It's like a... Fuck, what's the game I'm thinking of? It's like that stick figure game that I played one time. I can't remember. So you just... Each unit is a cost and you send it out, and I'm assuming you have like passively regenerating resource that you then... You use, I guess, to send them out. That's pretty cool. What about ships? This part, I did not understand at all. I see the ships, or like mechs, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Shipbuilding order. No? Maybe I just thought wrong. You'll always be running low on gold until you get to the higher chapters and start doing auto battles at chapter 3 or 4 at around level 30, which is possible to achieve within a day or two of gameplay. Then you'll be able to go ahead and gold curve and won't have to worry about it. However, at the same time, you'll also find that you are finally out of XP tickets to level your characters. I'll be honest with you, getting to level 30 within a day? Jesus Christ! That's pretty good! That's pretty good! Like, holy shit, I was not like, that's not necessarily endgame, obviously, but that's pretty good for, like, 1 day of progression. Like, 1 or 2 days, probably be at 30. Like, I'll be at level 30 minute 1, but that's just me. When it comes to leveling your heroes, I would recommend using the normal leveling option if you're a casual. If you're active, you should be able to level your heroes fairly consistently regardless. However, if you're planning on going pretty hardcore, try to get to the 3rd and 4th chapter on the first day, I would highly suggest using more expensive 30% level up option instead of the level up to your units higher. Since you'll run out of XP tickets at the level around 30, you'll be getting slightly more XP levels to give you the advantage in harder story chapters, as well as live PvP. Okay. Awaken units are like 5 to 6 cost to deploy. So you like use one awaken unit and then everyone else is like low cost, right? Is that like a strategy? You'll have an average cost of like below 3 if you just have one high cost and then everything else is like 1 to 2. Your average should like equal up to like at least 3. Yeah, okay. I just didn't know that it was that gameplay. I've even played the game before like for 2 minutes, but I just can't remember the gameplay for the life of me. I thought it was just I thought it was team-based. I thought it was completely team-based. I use 3A units. Well, that's why you're a different breed, Lariel. You're an absolutely different breed. Limit breaking employees. Oh, she looks nice. Recoilless gunner. Doesn't sound great, though. Core cubes are used to limit break your characters. Is this, I'm assuming, just like ascensioning a character? Yeah. You should never use SSR employees dupes to limit break before level 100. And in an SR in some cases, because you will need the dupes to limit break employees past level 100. That's the initial cap on the fresh server. Before that, you should use only the cubes. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Red cubes are used to limit break counters, green is for mechs, and blue is for soldiers. Red cubes are most valuable and should be picked as reward from selection boxes given out as rewards. I'll keep that in mind as well. Limit break characters in moderation. Don't invest everything into one character because it is recommended to limit break everyone evenly. You get the cubes from daily dungeons, a simulation, but more about that later. Yeah, this is pretty common shit. Don't level up one character to max level because then you're still gonna lose because it's then gonna be 1 versus a billion and a billion will always win. Skill training, it's gonna be just talent level up. I'm not gonna bother. Simulation is a place where you'll be able to get things to level up, limit break, and skill train your employees. You have 2 daily attempts at each simulation. You can buy more daily if you wish to do so. Don't do it because courts are limited. Simple. You should try to clear the highest level of the simulation as soon as you can because the amount of stuff you get varies between them, as per usual. And then you have the farmable characters. There are 2 ways to farm shards to unlock some characters in the game: side stories and supply operations / talent recruitment. Side stories, the farm is limited because you can only do it 3 times per day, but there's a small chance, around 1%, to get a full character drop. Here's the list of the employees available in side stories. You get a full character drop. That's pretty cool. If you play into PvP, you should focus on Kang. I'm not going to care about the names or who I'm meant to be getting. As for talent recruitment, there's no daily limit of entries and you're only limited to by Eternium, which is your stamina. Still, there are better ways to spend it in the early game, but if you really want someone here, getting 1 copy isn't that bad. Here's the list of farmable characters. Is anyone here good? You, Mina, one of the greatest. Look at that. D's across the board, brother. The world map is a map of the world. You unlock shit as you level up. Kind of just a progression system. Let's skip on. But you can skip the account level requirement by using quartz. You can spend money for some reason to progress story faster. Go figure. Casual free-to-play players should wait until level 60 to unlock the 5th branch for gold and then the 6th for quartz. The reason is that it takes around 3 months to level to 60, but around a year / year and a half to get to 75. If you're a hardcore player that does the fishing method, you should unlock 5th and 6th branch with quartz at level 45. Fair enough. Essentially pay to get ahead. To an extent, obviously. Intel, you will notice earlier that you're going to run out of blue info and skill books. You can do that, blah, blah, blah. There should be a main priority early from the dispatch missions, especially the higher tier, the higher tier yellow and red ones, as harder to come by. Holy crap, I'm just being fed information out of the wazoo. Holy crap. PvP exists and it's there. The mentor system is for old players teaching new players. Find a mentor before you hit level 25 so you can actually get shit. Will do. You should never buy admin coins, the premium currency, directly. Instead, if you decide to spend, buy a 30 days AC pack. You will get 1100 ACs instantly and then 70 per day. Incredible. Resources, bunch of maths in it. Bunch of global shit. Quartz, fusion cores, list of dailies. Send out your teams on dispatches, do daily simulation, 5 times refresh, use Eternium, use your strategy, use your up leftovers, and boom, you're one of the best counter-Sidians ever! Oh, great! Wow! Bazinga! Pretty cool. What did we really learn from all this is that it's pretty much kind of what you'd expect if you play gacha games consistently. Except for the fact that you need 40 characters eventually. Yeah. And also just like general resource conservation. Who knows if I'll follow that too closely. But this is very informative. Very informative. Shipbuilding. What does this shit do? Shipping? Yeah, this shit. Gleipnir, Stella, the Enterprise. Like, bruh. Abraham? What's the best ship? The New Detroit? The Kamizumi? Bro, the Razengriff stinks. What the fuck? I kind of realize this is outdated with the current Origin update and with the UI overhaul. Yeah, I'm not sure how much this would have helped me in general. I'm much more of a hands-on learner. Because once I see a system, I assimilate it with another game, right? That's how I learn, at least. Not everyone learns the same, obviously. But I would, when I jump into the game, I assimilate certain systems to each other, like in other games, like something here feel like this system right here is very much like the is it this one? Yeah, this system right here is very much like ascending a character in Genshin, so I'd assimilate those two things. Very similar. Not identical, but similar. And then, like, you know, talent upgrading is just similar. So on and so forth. So that's how I learn, at least. But, yeah, it's a very intuitive, very, very, very good, very good. And I'm not going to go into any other guides because this game has, like, 58 fucking guides for, like, everything. You have a guide on everything, and it's kind of, no, my answer is no. No. But that's cool. That we're playing the Counterside next week. I'm guaranteeing that. And by guaranteeing, I mean it will happen. After we finish Hogwarts Legacy, we're playing it tomorrow. And then we're playing it on Friday again, just because. I'm actually expecting no story release on Thursday for Honkai. I'm expecting a delayed story, but maybe like part 1 will be there. I'm not sure. And then if there isn't anything soon, then Friday will be Hogwarts. Yes. Okay. Oh, MiHoYo, damn it, not telling us when the story will release. God damn it, dude. God damn it. Okay. I don't really want to play anything right now. Maybe I can just do something here. I don't want to jump into a game because I don't really want to jump into Genshin. I'm not really liking Genshin anymore. Like, I could, but I don't want to. You know what I mean? I really don't want to. I'm not not there for Genshin anymore. I'm not really in the mood for Genshin as like a game anymore until it really like improves itself, which I don't think it ever will. So I'm kind of very much putting it on the back burner. Pride Institute is named after an organization in Counterside, and it was the first game they have a guide on. So yeah, there's a lot of info. Honestly, I didn't know that part, but that I can believe it. I can believe it. It has a lot of info, a lot more than the other ones, a lot more than the other ones. But it does kind of show that it kind of does show that what was I saying? What was I gonna say? Oh god, memory. Come on, come back to me. Come back to me. I can't remember what I was gonna say. But yeah, it does look like it's quite in depth and quite thorough on Counterside. Just Counterside. Honestly, that's all we need is just Counterside. In life, just Counterside. Okay. Let me do this then. Let me launch something that is not expected. Not a lot of people would have expected this. I'm just going to launch it because I'm just going to chill for the last 30 minutes. So we're not going to really do anything intuitive or interesting, except for maybe chat around a bit and just hang out. After a few months, I checked and I was surprised they were adding more games to cover. Well, as you get bigger and as you get more like reliable, that's just how it happens, right? The more reliable and informative you are, the more shit you'll end up doing because more people want stuff from you, right? It's kind of how YouTube works as well. You do one thing and then people want you to do it to another thing, and then you end up doing it to another thing. And that's how I've ended up in this debacle of playing 100 gacha games, eh? Hey. Even though I kind of want to do the debacle, to be quite frankly, I kind of do. But yeah, it is how it is. And I'm keen to get into all of the games that Pride is covering. We've done Archland, we've done Nikkei. I'm keen to see HSR, obviously. I'm keen to see Counterside, Artery Gear, although I'm not sure how Artery Gear is. I'm also very keen to get into Blue Archive. I did watch a video on Blue Archive in my own time, surprisingly enough. I watched a video in my own time about like a starter guide. It was like a 2-hour long video. I didn't watch it all. I don't know. It was like a VTuber doing a guide. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the VTuber or like any of the content around Blue Archive. But I watched it, and it was it was very, very informative. It was very slow paced, very, very nice, methodical video covering the introduction to Blue Archive and what you should be taking into consideration. I don't think I'll play Artery Gear. Fair enough. Fair enough. If it's not for you, if it's not for you. If it's not for you, if it's not for you. God fucking damn it, I suck in English. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. That's fine. I'm gonna give it a go because it's there. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And what was the other one on there? There's another one. Limbus Company obviously is launching in 2 weeks. Yeah, Limbus Company is launching in exactly 2 weeks from now, which is very cool. Very cool. Another game. Although I'm not losing hope in the game, I'm just also not finding extra things to be super excited about. But we are still giving it a massive crack. Massive crack. That sounds very bad to say. Massive crack. Just out of nowhere. Now, let me see if I can actually, like, once this loads, if I have the capture for it. Maybe I don't even have the right capture. Well, when it decides to load, that is. A wimbowe, a wimbowe, a wimbowe, a wimbowe. Alright. What will this capture, eh? No. No. The end of March is when Honkai Part 1 is ending? Okay. The end of March, eh? Really? Oh, well, I guess Star Rail's launching prior to that. Now, who knows when the Star Rail is launching. Alright, here we are. We're just gonna play Minecraft for a bit. Just gonna chill, play Minecraft for a bit. So yeah, okay, maybe like Star Rail isn't gonna launch then in March, because I do feel like they want to launch Star Rail after Honkai Phase 1 ends. I feel like they just kind of want to do that, right? It just kind of makes sense. Definitely unexpected. Yeah, listen, I just play Minecraft here and there, chill like and whatnot, like in my own time. It's just a nice methodical game to play, you know what I mean? I do be crafting myself. Hello, good sir. What do you need? Having a job would really be great. Fair enough. What mod is it? All the mods 8. Oh my god, who the fuck are you? Yeah, fucking wrecked, idiot. It's all the mods 8. I'm just having a bit of a silly goose time for now. I need to work on... What do I need to work on? Maybe my mystical agriculture. I need a better watering can. So I need to upgrade this. But that requires inferium ingots, which requires more prosperity, which we need a hammer for. So I get my hammer blueprint. What can I can use as a tip upgrade. I can use redstone for a tip upgrade. Actually, that's... This harvest speed gets times by 1.2. But I need a tip blueprint, so we're gonna have to do some fan wangling. I need some fan wangling real quick. Bam bam. Oops, no. Where is the tip blueprint? Is that it? No, that's coating. No. Where is the tip? Ring. Ring. Ring-a-ding-ding. There it is, tip. I need a stone and paper. Okay, one paper, one... I think it's smooth stone I need, actually, right? Yep, smooth stone. Oh, smoothie stony. Tip blueprint, please. So if I do that... Ideally, I will be able to make a... diamond hammer, right? Surely a diamond hammer would be good. Diamond. Bit of a diamond hammer. And then make a... put it with a... that. We get a redstone tip. Very interesting. And we combine them. So its mining speed is 4.3, 3.6. Wow, quite a chunky increase. Redstone tip. Maybe I can add multiple. Maybe not actually. Okay. Now we put our shit away. And by shit, I mean I go shit my pants. What? Fuck, these guys are so slow. I'm trying to do mine colonies, dude. That's what I've been trying to do, is mine colonies. But these guys work so fucking slowly. I honestly, I think I could kill the Ender Dragon at least 45 times by the time this guy builds one fucking building. But I'm not going to help him because that's just not what this is about. It's his job. He does the work. I go into a cave, apparently, with zomboids in it. Oh, I've been shot. Get wrecked, idiots. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Imagine being one shot. Couldn't be me. What all was I looking for? I already forgot. Hey, holy crap. Already forgot. Weirdo. Honestly, you won't ever see me exploding myself to try to kill someone else. I just don't think that's something that you'll catch me trying to do. I just don't feel like I'm that dumb. Like, I feel like I have enough common sense in my brain to be like, you know what? Maybe blowing myself up isn't the play right now. Maybe it isn't the right maneuver. Oh, I forgot to enchant my hammer as well. Whoops. What is this? Osmium. I don't really need it, do I? But I guess I'll wang it in. Just got a stack and a half of osmium from one vein mine. Lol. 12 prosperity. Prosperity again. I do need a lot of prosperity. Studio B-side recognize that Paladin exists. In the recent survey, there is a question which counter-strike community you usually use, and Paladin is one of the options, which is pretty cool. Oh, really? That's pretty cool, actually. No, that's really cool. Because they recognize who's putting in the work. They recognize, and that's really good. Oh, for fuck's sake. Not witches. Alright, wrecked. Not witches. I kind of like it when a community's like that, you know? Oh, hello there. Bro, you get farmed, idiot. The other example is of a game doing it is Honkai doing it with Marissa. Does it do it with Marissa? I've never been asked, personally at least, never been asked a question about Marissa. But maybe I'm just not looking at the right quizzes. So, a nuke virus? What? That's interesting. I didn't know that Marissa that was like happening. I guess I just don't really pay attention, to be honest. Oh, I got so many prosperity. Oh my god. Fortune 3 has been the best thing that I've gotten in a long time. Holy crap. Platinum slate. Oh my god. Notice what I mean? They're recognizing, just general recognition. Okay. That's cool. That's great. Game companies recognizing their content creators, there's really nothing more that you can ask for, like, to be quite frank. Like, that is all that I think content creators would want from, like, game developers of games that they cover extensively. To the extent that like Marissa has been covering the game. It's just so like such long coverage. I can't imagine him not getting recognition at some point. It's just a dead end? Yeah, it is. Okay. Excuse me, good sir. Might you fuck off? Some of my armor broke. Break that. Oh, hello. Hello there. Excuse me, no. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna do that with a content creator like the recent 5th anniversary. You're talking about Finana? Is that her name? Are you talking about that? How she like gets she was like invited to that I guess they were all content creators were there, weren't they? Okay, I thought she was the only one. I guess there's a bunch of content creators that get recognized, I'm not sure. Ying, Braxophone, Unreal Dreamer, Island, Banana. Yeah, I don't know a single one of them. I do apologize. Actually, well, I've heard of Braxophone. I haven't, and Finana because she's a VTuber. But I've never heard of the other ones. I think I've seen them. I don't. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm not that in with the content creators of the games, and maybe that's really bad. I'm not sure. I kind of feel bad sometimes, not knowing other content creators. But then again, oh hello. What was this? Oh, it's this thing. Okay. It just leads to the same cave. Hello. Get wrecked, dog. I'm not mining a lot of stuff because I have looting 3. I mean, a fortune 3, and thus it will pollute my inventory. Pollute. Pollute, pollute, pollute. Ba 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 da da ba da ba 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 da 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 da. Fluorite? Hello. Oh, hello. Redstone. Osmium. Jesus Christ, where the fuck's this cave going, man? Compressed stone, sure. Oh, Origins of Darkness. I don't even know what that means. Obtained by feeding a darkened apple to a mob and quickly throw a book at the resulting anomaly. I will do that. I don't know about Finana, but all of them are from Genshin, just like you. Oh, there you have it. The slight difference is, right? Slight difference is... I was invited to that event, unlike them. I wasn't invited. Wow. What is this democracy bullshit? What the fuck? Oh, more torches, thank you. 10 almost. Oh my god, that's a lot of torch. That's a lot of torch. Oh, there's a mimic. You guys see that chest right there? Out of place? That's a mimic. Boom. Gives me a shock pendant. Has a chance to strike attackers with lightning. Alright. Place that in. Get some just tracks. Oh. Doot. Uranium. Do I maybe need uranium? Probably. Whose ranium? It's from all the ores. Uranium does. Cyanite. Oh, it's bigger reactors. Okay, so you use it to make power. Well, that's useful, I guess. I don't have any fucking food. Do I actually not have any food? What? I haven't played Minecraft in a long time. Yeah. Honestly, I don't play it that often either. I've only just recently started playing it with my mods, really. We've just been playing and chilling and whatnot whenever we have some time. I'm not that into it. It's a great game, don't get me wrong, but yeah. I'm just running around in a mod. Oh. An enchanting table. Silk touch. Nice. And depth strider. Very cool. Wow. And emeralds. Wow, we were. Well, I mean, I haven't played any games that are not gacha or anime in a long time. Well, each that's each of their own, you know. That's fine. There's no real problem with that. It's just the games you like. Like I think prior to me recently starting to play Minecraft, neither did I. I've mainly been playing gachas since making content about gachas. It's really just how it's been, I think. And it's been quite enjoyable, to be quite frank. Just making content about a single type of game person. I don't know why I find it quite methodical. Just kind of focusing on one style of game. Instead of trying to, I guess for content creation more so. I like playing other games though. I think there's a slight difference between, I guess, content creation and playing. Yeah, I'm gonna go home and then I'm just gonna log out probably. Ah, shit. There's another enchanting table that's weird. I don't remember what game I last played. That's not gacha. Counter-Strike Total Recall. Which is not a game, but I just made that up. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you either. It's I guess it's if you can't remember, it must not have been great, or might just maybe not a maybe not a super important game. Who knows? Isn't it trash taste, right? Not anymore. I haven't watched them in a while. But I used to. If it's an old take of theirs, then I'll know it. But if it's something new, I don't know, in the past, like, I haven't watched them for like the past, I don't know, month or two. I kind of like shift between different things, in terms of watching. I'm basically Joey or Garn in terms of gaming. Ah, I see. Very interesting. Well, let's keep it just to gaming, you know. Let's just keep the choices to gaming. If we start delving into food, I may have to call the police. Right? Just saying. If I start hearing food takes, I may have to call some sort of federal police or something along the lines. Let me get home and then I'm logging out. I'm logging out, boys. Oh, they're just sitting around doing niche. God damn it. And not into FPS games? No, yeah, you know, it's a niche genre. Each person has their own genre, obviously. I used to be. I'm a dweller. A dweller? No, that's the right word. I'm a lurker, plunderer. I don't know what the right word is. I play every game genre. There's not a single game genre that I don't play. And if there is, I don't know it. If there is one that I don't play, I just don't know that I don't play it. That's just me, though. I very much play anything and everything. I used to play FPS. No, I started MMOs, played World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14 a lot. A lot of other ones that were just a lot smaller, Critic Online, and then switched to FPSs, played Fortnite, played Overwatch, played CODs, Battlefields, and then here I am at arguably either the highest or the lowest point playing gacha games. Depends on who you ask, really. But yeah, highest or lowest. I would say pretty mid. I think it's gacha games are better than some games that I've played, but not better than others. I would say I'd still prefer to be an MMO player, but definitely not an FPS player. Okay, though. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Honkai was a slow day today because Honkai is just Honkai. But Thursday is the next patch. We're going to roll on that character, the HoTr of Origin and HoTr of Finality, which is good to do that. But tomorrow, for Wednesday, we're doing more Hogwarts Legacy. We want to get through the game by the end of the week, which we will be able to. We want to clear the main story and kind of have a conclusion to what's happening in the game. So tomorrow's more Hogwarts Legacy, be there or be square. Thursday, Honkai, and then so on and so forth. But next week, we'll start on the counter side. We'll start seeing what counter side is about and kind of getting our gacha game up. I'm not sure if I'll pay attention to the story too much. I'll probably skim through, see if I'm interested. Maybe take a peruse, who knows. And then be on my merry way. So that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thumbs up. Peace out. I'll probably upload all the stuff that we talked about today in terms of HSR as well as counterside into its own little video, just for a bit of a contentulators. So yeah, thumbs up, guys. Peace out. Have a great day. Stay hydrated, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.